Hello everyone, and welcome to our overly bright Twitch channel. Now you've got your toes in our tepid waters, I guess we better introduce who we are. We're the Bloodthirsty Puppets. I'm Blood Puppet, and I'll kill you where you stand, and...
Oh, he's turned into some biscuits.
Thirsty's not here today. Thirsty's not here today, he's having a bit of a fuck Crohn's moment, so yeah, fuck that. So he's not here today. Let's go around and continue around.
I'm Kevin. Meow.
I'm Dev Puppet, sometimes Tech Puppet, depending on who you ask.
I'm Corone.
Good job.
Short and sweet, you like it? And I'm Tech Puppet, also occasionally Dev Puppet.
Excellent. There's no way to make me more confused. Tonight is Friday Night Spiced, woo! Where we are playing the Spice system, and it's in space. And we're doing the bringing home the bacon campaign. So it's all good, all fun. We are down a Mac tonight, so that is going to be puppeteered by Dev and Corone. They're going to be piloting Mac for us tonight. So they'll be stepping in his absence.
We apologise if he dies.
Yes. I do want you. I haven't told you the kid gloves are off yet, so you're still kind of slightly protected by meta, but only very slightly. If you shoot yourself in the face, you will die, but you're slightly protected by meta still. I haven't quite taken the kid gloves off just yet.
Or if someone else botches and you get shot in the face accidentally.
Yeah. Or that could be a side effect.
Stop crying.
Alright, I forgot to do this last time because I'm a complete spoon. Who are you playing? So we'll start around that way.
I'm playing Lola, the sexy hacker girl.
I'm playing Quinn, the emotionless robot.
He's not a robot, we're in
He's not a
space,
robot.
come on man.
Oh, that's a good point. He could actually be a robot, but he's not. He's the emotionless family man. There we go.
Aww.
I'm playing Tepid, and he is a father of the religion of undisclosedness.
Yeah, undisclosed
And
religion.
he's a bit weird.
I'm Ennis. I am the fearless explorer and saviour of humanity of roughly Irish descent.
Roughly Irish
As far as Irish descent goes in the Serrano system.
And for our last character we have Mac, who is the captain of this motley crew by the sheer din that he's been here the longest. He's also a trained sniper. So that's the last of our characters. Alright, general rules for chat if anyone is hanging about. Don't be a tool about someone's gender, don't be a tool about someone's race, don't be a tool.
Or screwdriver.
Nailed it. Or a screwdriver, as someone says. Alright, so I'm going to go back to what we did before, and we are going to have a quick recap. Which is going to be slightly difficult for some people if I roll on them, because they were really hammered last time. Okay, what did we learn about being really hammered last time we played?
It's really fun.
Why don't you roll a d4?
It's okay depending on who it is.
Thank you very much. Basically, if you're a high functioning alcoholic, great. If you're not, the two who got really hammered last week.
Hey, I functioned.
So,
I thought you were talking about us two.
I was talking about the Tech and Dev, or Dev and Tech, depending on who you ask on the day. No,
I'm
I
a
will
high
continue
functioning
to roll.
alcoholic.
Functioning alcoholic. Or
That's a
thirsty
D6.
is actually what I was thinking about.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to continue rolling a d6. If it lands on a 5, which is absent thirsty over there, then I will just roll again.
Just do it.
Oh look, it's a 2. So it's going to be Corona and Tepid
Oh, okay.
to do the very quick, very brief recap of last session.
Okay, we went and we rescued Lola from the thing, and I tried to give her confidence by saying that we didn't have a plan, and then we decided, or James turned up, because the rest of us were in James's place, and he turned up, and we weren't quite pleased that he'd left Lola to sort of be jumped on by what's his knickers face?
Jerry.
That's the one.
Fitzroy.
Yeah.
You have a great way of recapping.
Yeah.
That
Short,
was-
sweet,
that
Jerry.
was,
The thing.
Short, sweet, and totally incoherent.
Yeah. And so we kicked James around a bit, and all flew off to Lille. Then James wasn't too chuffed with staying around too much after what we'd done to him. Then we saw someone who was going to guide us to the temple, but we thought actually bringing him along and watching him witness what we were going to do probably wasn't the best of ideas. So we went off on our own. I tried to climb a tree, but before that I got caught by a bird, and the bird went flap and flew off because we shot it. Or died.
It died.
Near enough.
You shot it to death.
And we walked through some weird stuff that tried to eat us.
Grinning worms.
Yeah, and we didn't die, which was nice. And Mac jumped up into a tree with the help of some other people, and he's there now. We're waving at him, and that's where we are, I think.
Good.
Were you drunk the last
Job.
time?
I'm just terrible at remembering things.
That's right, the order in which you remember it may not have been linear, but let's say time isn't linear and we'll go with that. Okay, so what your actual current mission that you're currently on is, Hells has instructed you to find and assassinate an elderly Rutai named Clung, who is dark grey fur, wears little green glasses and is missing 2 fingers from one of their hands. Your time constraint, the time that you have left to perform the assassination, is 12 hours. Mac has found this particularly difficult because Mac, if he doesn't complete this task within 12 hours, is probably going to be killed himself. So no pressure. Also, it has to be done with a particular gun, which is of Gendar origin. And on top of this, your further mission after this is you need to retrieve some data from Clung's personal files relating to the old ones.
But that is not time specific.
That is not time specific, but one would normally assume that you need to have this information before you meet with Helena again in 8 days' time.
Okay.
8.5 days' time. Yes.
No, I was just
Okay.
agreeing.
Fine. Yes. Just as an update, James, who brought them here and had clearance to get onto Tulil, is now missing a nut due to someone's stiletto, probably heavily armoured, safety boots. It's now a nut burst. Good job. He mentioned he mentioned loads of things. If you don't remember it, then well, tough.
We watched the video.
Go watch the video last week. Yeah, whatever. And you are now at a temple where Clung is reported to be by James. And Mac has seen I'm going to explain what he sees, and then this is what the information he's going to pass on to you guys when he climbs back down to the ground. So he sees a very large wall around the temple. It has 4 places where you could get potentially a high-angled shot for a sniping position. However, there is an area of this temple which can't be seen easily from any of these 4 positions. There are many windows on these different buildings which can be shot through depending on what position you are. Again, not all of them because you can't get to all the places. There are 3 different wings, and it essentially cuts as if you're going to cut a circle into 3 equal pieces. There are different heights, different numbers of floors, and they are obviously constructed at very different times. There is, at the very centre of these wings, there is a fenced garden. This garden has a big tree at the centre of it. It has very pale bark and blue leaves, and the foliage is almost touching the roofs of all of these other buildings that are there. There is an entrance to the north, the entrance to the south, i.e. 180 degrees around from each other. There are lots of pathways around the grounds and going in and out to the buildings. There is also, Mac managed to also spot that there is a water inlet, which are like a very small river, very, very small, more like a stream, I guess. It's a stream, which goes from east to west, 190 degrees around from where the other ones are. He can see where it goes in, it goes down under the ground, pops up near the garden, but not actually within the centre part of this garden, and drops down again and goes back out the other side. And you can see where the stream has come out on the other side of this wall. This is what he can see, and he basically climbs down, and he gives it to you in his most Mac arrogant way possible, thinking he's seen everything ever because he's Mac.
Okay.
There you go. You have approximately 12 hours to you need to complete this assassination. A little bit flexible, as you know. And also, you probably have about 4 hours until sunset.
Are we near one of these little river outlet things?
No. You are closer to one of the entrances.
Okay.
Are we near one of the sniping points?
Yes. The tree that he just climbed up is probably the best sniping position in this particular area.
Okay, so assuming we have about 4 hours before it gets too dark for take a decent shot, we need to get this guy into position within 4 hours.
So quite quickish.
Yeah, we also need to find these documents because we have no idea where they are. They may be on him, they may be on his terminal or electrical device.
Any notes of any guards or people walking around?
Take a perception check for Mac, please.
Mac, did you see any people? Of course I fucking didn't.
I'm going to ask, because I have a feeling that Thirsty may ask Tepid to roll for him, because your rolls are appalling. So from future, you can make the decisions, but I need you to roll, just to be fair.
I roll sometimes. I only rolled a 1.
Wow. So what's your actual perception?
My actual perception would be 3.
Okay, the only thing that he sees is that there are indeed a bunch of people wandering around on the inside of the temple area.
Give a fairer roll to him.
No.
No?
Okay.
Roll has happened.
Roll has happened,
and it's
yes.
too early for me to use one prayer.
Yes, you have approximately 3 hours left until with your prayer reroll right now.
That's not happening.
I'm just thinking if we want to kind of get out once we're in and this thing's gone down, if we need to get out in a hurry, we're either going to have to run through one of the entrances or get out through one of these lakes or one of these streams.
Yep.
So seeing whether they're actually barred off at the entrances or not would give us another form of exit.
From his position, you can't quite tell how big they are.
Yeah.
He knows that there are some because he can follow the lay of the land and where the river would flow. You sort of see where it pops out in size and obviously where it goes down and under where the temple is. Can't quite see how big they are and whether they'd fit a person from his vantage and his shit perception of 3.
But I assume if they'd secured it, the brackets would be in line with the wall. So
who knows?
How long would it take me if we'd walk around there and check it?
From your position, probably about 15 minutes, if that.
Okay. Well, should we do that and then go through the entrance afterwards?
You're probably about 15 minutes from where the inlet of the water is, and you're probably about 20 minutes from one of these entrances.
Okay, so if we walk to one of these inlets and then walk to the nearest entrance after that,
yeah.
I assume if we take you in, because you'd probably be the best person to talk to this guy and try and lure him near a window.
Yeah.
And then me and you can see if we can try and find any evidence of these documents while you're distracting him.
Yes, but
and if Quinn
would
spots
the sexy girl not distract him more?
He's Rutai are not particularly interested. Asexual.
His guards might be.
Plus, the father
If
has
there are
a
any
better
humans.
reason for being there.
If anyone asks, I'm here for prayer.
There's no guarantee there won't be human guards here who could definitely be distracted by you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in which case, I can use that sexiness to sneak in and have a look at the files.
Yeah. Certainly, so looking for humans would be a good step because we've probably got a better chance of convincing them to help us or getting past them than we do with a Rutai.
Are we going in as a group or in sections?
I think the three of us may as well go in as a group because there's no reason for us not to.
I was going to say, isn't it better for Mac and Quinn to stay out and do the sniping?
Okay.
Best to have a spotter just in case anything goes wrong.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. So, you're going to go check out the water inlet first?
Yep.
Okay, as you meander your way along this stream, it's fairly easy to follow. It's a stream. When Mac points out the direction, you follow it down. You come up to the wall, and there is indeed a very small grate there. It's a couple of bars in a fixture. Looks like it's slightly buried into the ground. Probably, who's the smallest here?
Probably me because I'm quite gangly.
Quite gangly. Oh dear. It's probably slightly bigger than you. At a guess, you'd probably think that yourself, the father, and Lola probably could fit in. The other two guys, not so much.
Would they drown if they did fit in?
if you could swim, no. And currently it's not raining, so no.
True.
Would it be something that would be beneficial from being enlarged?
Naive by explosives.
Well, I'm thinking I could
might
leave
notice.
I could leave a charge here, and then if we needed to get out, we can run for it and blow it.
I think they might notice and realise that's where we're going.
If it's got to the stage where we need to run out through the stream, they've already noticed us and we're running.
Good point. Good point.
I'm just thinking if we're stuck there trying to squeeze through a grate when they start shooting at us, that might be...
You couldn't get through the grate. You'd have to remove the grate to get through.
Oh, so yeah. Like,
You can't get through a grate.
Yeah.
You are not that
I assume
big.
this grate is off the part. It's not. No one's going to be like walking past this grate by accident unless they come to inspect it.
Yeah.
It's not on a path or anything. No. Okay. In that case, I'd like to leave my remote detonator on the lock so I could detonate it.
Okay.
You know, I made one to go onto the
Yes, you
bed.
did.
I did.
Yes.
So I'm
I'll
gonna-
allow you to take that. The range isn't particularly good because you only took 5 minutes to make the
Yeah,
thing.
I'd need to be quite close to it. But if we were struggling down the stream, I could detonate it from 50 foot or so away.
Okay.
I assume.
All right. Okay. Yeah. You probably. Yeah. You could definitely detonate. So you're putting your det pack on what? I just need
On
to
the
know
grate.
exactly. On the grate.
on whatever's holding on the weakest side of the grate. So I assume it's got like 2 hinges one side and a lock the other side or something.
No, it's literally essentially just a circle with some bars through it. The bottom of it is buried in something. You can't see
Okay.
the bottom.
I'll try and like put it at the top so it'll try and blow it open as we're approaching it.
So you're going to
Is
put
it-
it down through and underneath, or are you putting it on this side where you've just approached the wall?
I'll put it from the other side so it's less obvious. Just in
Okay,
case
so you put your
people
hand through and
faster.
then pat it on the back. No, you're fine. Okay, you can do that.
You're fine. There's already a bomb there.
There's 2 bombs there. They're
There's
clicking
like,
at you.
There's like 5 old bomb devices. Oh, okay. Apparently, loads of other people have this idea before.
That'd be one hell of an explosion.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You've placed your det pack there. Make sure you
Okay.
make a note on your sheet
Okay.
because I will no doubt forget. I have many things to keep track of. Right, so you've now laid a det pack charge on the underside of this grate.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do now?
Now we're going to make our way to the entrance.
Okay, as
Somebody needs to
you
know what's inside.
so you can know what's inside and who is inside. As you make your way around the edge, you come across 2 Rutai and a human. They're all wearing fairly thin-ish linen, basically robes. One of them is carrying a flamethrower. The other 2 are carrying pretty big rifles, big guns because I don't know what the fuck they are. And they are also though they're wearing these like thin kind of like linen robes essentially. They all have gloves on, and the gloves are again made of linen, but they have like silver embroidery in them, and it's obvious that it's only on the palm sides. It's on the palm. It's on the fingertips. It's pretty well embroidered.
Is this Rutai missing 2 fingers?
You couldn't tell because their hands are in gloves. These gloves on the Rutai are ginormous because they've got frigging claws.
No.
But they are indeed covering the claws.
Do these gloves would I know if they have any technical function?
Take a medicine check for me. Medic check for me.
No, I don't.
You believe
You
that they
grab
are
one of them and
wearing
take it
gloves,
off.
and they may have some sort of. You think like there may be an electrical pathway secretly hidden on their hands from all the silver like embroidery and lines and stuff. That's what you earnestly believe is the truth.
Would, as a hacker, would I be able to detect anything?
Take a medic check
Like a medic? Why does it have to be medic?
because he botched his medic check.
Botch.
You are
Right, let's get the
wait.
boxes out there.
You are 100% sure that this kind of like fine embroidery actually denotes like a secret cult of assassins.
It's a cult of assassins.
Yes, this is what you fervently believe in a botch of your medic check.
Hey, I can't help the dice roll a botch.
Father, please.
Assassins, run!
Don't just leave them. They're fine.
Come on, we can
Come
get
on,
around
Come
the
on, we're going to
boxes.
round the botches in.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Medic.
7.
Medic check. You are aware that silver is partially antibacterial. And very good for healing process.
Okay.
This is what you are convinced of.
So we got assassins, silver is good for health, and
A way of like entering the Matrix or something.
Matrix.
Wow. Alright, so one of the
Standards.
Rutais is carrying a flamethrower, one of them is carrying what's clearly a high-powered rifle, and so is the human. The weapons are all in a bit of shoddy condition, they're not great. One would term them shoddy.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna bow to them and walk past.
The human nods at you and decides that he will take the lead in this particular scenario since his friends are Rutai. He's like, what are you doing near the grate? You just lost your path, or is there anything we can do to help? It's quite dangerous out here. You have to be especially careful of the. My friends term them grinning worms. Actually, not
I'll
pleasant.
gesture
beasts.
to like the little cuts on my lip, like, yeah, we've met them.
Oh goodness! And you look like his natural instinct is to go forward and help you, but he stops himself and he says, "Perhaps you will find shelter inside. Go inside Barson's tent and Barson's temple, and you will find someone who'll be able to aid you in this."
Thank you. We were
Thank
trying
you.
to find the entrance.
You are most welcome. It's very easy to get lost here, and the three of them continue their patrol.
Excellent. So let's go to the entrance stairs.
Were these not the gate guards then?
No.
Oh, okay.
These were
Oh,
people
okay, so I
patrolling.
thought
and they
these
found us
guys-
by the
yeah.
grate.
Okay.
Yeah, as you began to move, they found you by the
Okay,
grate.
that's fine.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way to the gate. The gate is a small building. It has obviously a gateway through it. And there are a couple of Rutai manning this. One has got kind of like a honey-coloured fur, and the other one's kind of like dark greyish fur. And they're both just chatting away in Rutai-ese or whatever the hell it is. Andy decided to call the language. I think it's probably just Rutai.
It's easier, isn't it?
Yeah, they're chatting away in Rutai, and they're just talking to one another. You can speak some Rutai,
Yeah.
can't you? They're essentially talking about the upcoming ritual that's coming up, and they seem to be very excited and very animated about it. As you appear, this building is it's not small, and there are definitely passages leading off from the kind of the two sides of this, which obviously go into other buildings and have things in them. Yeah, this is where you arrive at yourself.
So I'll say hello and wave one of the Rutai.
In
I'll-
Rutai, I
I'll
assume.
say hello in Rutai. Yeah.
Like, hello. Greetings.
Greetings. We have come with our friend. He is a holy man, and he wanted to visit the temple. May we enter?
Of course you may. Holy man, and they both bow very deeply to you, as if like you are held in the same esteem as any of their own acolytes, any of their own, regardless of whatever faith you are. Please come forward, and one of them steps out there. The kind of honey-coloured one comes and he takes you by the hands and says, "Please come." And he take you by one arm and lead you in. As you walk in, you can see the tree more closely now. It is ginormous. Mac thought it was ginormous to see, but actually being this close to it, you realise how very small in the world you are. This thing is ginormous.
Is this tree different to other trees around the area?
Yes,
So we've never. Have we?
No.
This isn't
there
a common
it's
looking
got pale bark and there are blue leaves.
tree? Okay.
Would you say its trunk is double the size of this table?
You're probably looking quadruple the size in diameter. It is
Huge.
ginormous. It is frigging huge. I don't do feet, I don't do inches, I don't do any of that crap. It's really fucking tall.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, that's my domination. It's really fucking tall.
I'm walking up
So-
to the tree.
Okay, so as you walk in, the pathway branches off left, branches off right, and goes straight forward. But when you go straight forward, there's actually there is a fence there, and there's obviously an ornate doorway in this fence, and that leads to the smaller garden area. Off to your right, there is I have to try and remember how I made it up now. On the right, there is a 3-storey building, and from where you are, you can see there's actually a balcony looking into this garden area. On the left-hand side, there is a far older, far smaller temple branch of this area, and you can hear like the sounds of like screams and moans and the sounds of pain coming from this area, and people trying to talk in very hushed voices. You can hear that even from where you are. And that's the smaller, older building off to your left. And you can see straight ahead of you, there is a very tall 4-storey building, which looks comparatively new. Even though you can't quite see through around the trees, you can see there is another building there.
Mhm.
You can see that is also pretty tall. The grounds themselves, there are lots of people wandering around. There are many roots high. There are a couple of humans wandering around. There's On your periphery, you can see there's a single Nitu, probably just at a very glance, and you can see there's probably like half a dozen Irrelis here too.
Is there a map that says you are here?
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not.
Nice little touchscreen
we do
kiosk.
have we do have a diorama outside if you wish to see, but no, there isn't.
No, I was hoping so. Like, I assume quite a few tourists would go there. They should have like a. You are here. This is this. This is this.
You're probably aware that there probably are a few tourists here. This is a site of pilgrimage, and obviously when you have those sort of places, occasionally you do have tourists there. So you're aware there are a few tourists. You wouldn't be the first if that's what you're kind of looking at.
Yeah.
But no, there isn't really a map here.
Oh.
It's a big place, but it's not. You couldn't get lost. There are only 3 buildings and 1 tree.
Okay. But
Do the buildings have anything written on them, like signs or anything? Because I can read Rutai, so if they're written in Rutai.
No smoking.
Can't you only speak Rutai? Wasn't that agreement we had? It would be in your languages.
I just wrote
We had a
Rutai.
discussion about your languages, and I thought you could only speak Rutai.
No, just basic Rutai is what I have here.
Yeah, basic phrases.
Does that not include written phrases?
Probably not in this context, no.
Okay.
And the information here would probably, like, they'd have like ornate names, like rather than saying this is the hospital, it's like this is the place where Barson bestows his gift, or that bullshit. You probably wouldn't be able to grasp that. That's
But if
probably
they have like
complicated.
toilets this way, I might be able to see that one.
Oh my god. Okay, this you're thinking like way too touristy. No, this is a functioning temple of an old god.
Like, old.
But
I mean,
does
to be
it-
fair,
so
as
it doesn't have
characters
like
you-
sick house written above the doorway with the screaming people in it and stuff like that.
No. I'm going to go with that. If you could read Rutai, it would say, this is where the gift of Barson is bestowed.
Okay.
But you can't read Rutai that well,
fair enough.
so
Yeah.
you don't know that's what it says. But they all have like Faerie names. I'd say the Rutai is a little bit beyond your grasp.
So it's like going into a Welsh town and seeing one of those signs that's like that long, and you're like, huh, yeah, that's Welsh.
Yeah, I can pick out from that it says clan, which I think means saint.
Yeah.
Other than that, no, you get nothing else. So
I'm going to walk up to the tree.
okay, you can't. As you're heading towards this tree, you come to the fence that's around this small garden area,
Okay.
and you come to an ornate doorway,
Okay.
and it's currently closed.
Okay. Well, I
I
won't
wouldn't-
open it. I'm just going to sort of say a prayer for the tree, for good health and stuff.
You make the tree re-roll, or
No, not that
sorry,
prayer.
very well.
Keep us a little
I'm not-
Doesn't he take a bite? My bad.
Not that prayer.
Okay, all right.
I mean, just a general prayer,
Okay.
sort of for the health of the tree.
That's fine.
It might make the local
As
feel a bit
you kind of like you take your moment to say your holy words, and you look up at this tree, you notice that a couple of these leaves fall from the tree.
Don't do that again.
Done. Bad father.
Bad father, no, it's fine. It's just you would assume maybe wind blew them off. Right. Okay, who's here when I mentioned Barson? You 3. Okay, you're not you. You're still here. I'm so sorry. Can I get you 3 to roll knowledge checks for me, please?
I'm going to say it's probably yes.
Because
Botch.
Second in a
so
row.
far as you know, Barson is the holy old order god of
Fish and
Assassins.
chips.
no of wood carving.
Okay.
Okay,
14.
14.
9.
9. Okay, on 9 you don't really. The name is familiar as an old one, but you don't know who it is. You yourself know that this is preyed to a lot on Kuzon, which you are fairly familiar with. The Rutai especially tend to worship this. I mean, a couple of other cultures do, especially the Iblis before. This is a god of healing. Let me bring up the official information. He is the merciful god, the healer. All things can be mended, but bad things should be prevented. Barson seeks to heal all wounds, but attempting to prevent them from occurring in the first place should be a priority. And he'll provide healing for whatever wounds, be it the heart, the mind, or the body.
He's the god of health and safety.
He is the god of health and safety, yes. Yes, he is.
I feel like we're doing something bad here.
The
Sounds like
irony.
a
I
possibly
told you
nice
to use in
place.
grey areas. Alright.
Right. So, I mean, just glancing around, do we see any old grey Rutai missing 2 fingers with yellow glasses?
Take
Green
perception checks for me, please, chaps and chapesses.
Another botch there.
Please roll another box, it will be funny.
Oh, thank God. 12.
I also got
11.
Botch.
None of you see. You all see. No.
Oh, he actually botched.
Oh, you genuinely botched?
He genuinely
Yeah, 11,
botched.
yeah.
Okay, I thought. Okay.
Did you say botch rather than 11? Because 11's normally if you get.
Yeah,
10
because
plus
11
1 or
you can
something.
get 11. So
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Okay.
All right, you two. You see, you all see plenty of like greyish Rutai wandering around. Some of them even have small green glasses on, but they seem to have fingers. You kind of don't see him at a glance from where you are. Father, you are so convinced that the Rutai that's passing through this gate right now is the one you want. You are convinced those little glasses are in fact green and not actually just a reflection of light coming through the blue things above. You are convinced this Rutai is now going through this gate and you to shut the gate behind him.
It's him.
Did I see the Rutai going through?
Yes, you two did,
I'm
yes.
like,
No,
he had all his
no,
fingers.
father. He had all his fingers and his glasses were not green.
Oh. I think it's him.
No,
I'm
father.
just going to walk after him.
Father, grab him. Can we grab him?
Of course you may. You absolutely may.
No.
I'm going to go and confirm by. Can I look over the fence or gate or anything from where this guy's gone?
The fence is probably about 8 feet. You could be boosted
Okay.
to look over it. It wouldn't be very.
No, that's going to be
dignified
that's going to be
and
horrifically
simple.
suspicious. And we're like, I'm going to boost up and look over this. No, I'm certain that wasn't him. Let's go and have a look round.
All right.
If we can't find him, father, we'll go and find the
All right.
guy
So
that's just left.
where do you want to go? You have the 2-story building to the left, which is older with screams and moans of pain. There is another building to your right, which is 3-story. Again, there's a couple of moans, but not massive. But the air here is generally calm and peaceful. What would you like to do?
What
Let's
sort
go
of
for
what sort of person is Clun?
Clun?
Don't
Yeah,
know,
he's a
don't know.
Rutai.
That's all we
We know
know.
nothing else about him.
He's a Rutai with grey fur and he's missing claws on one of his hands.
Okay,
Right.
And has little glasses on.
Are there any obvious terminals or technology around?
Not really, no. This seems to be like the guns are probably the most technology advanced things you've seen, apart from the door,
Okay.
which is just a door.
Was the door technological? Or?
No.
No, it was just an open swinging shut door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a
Okay,
gate.
so should we go and check out the oldest looking building first? It's only 2 floors. It'd be the easiest one to
That's
go
what I was going to
check.
suggest.
Okay.
Go to
Also,
the
I might
older
be able to
looking
get some
temple.
healing there.
Yeah,
Would be
that
helpful
too.
because I've kind of been a bit more.
Okay, excellent.
Should we assume that Mac is probably perched in his tree?
By the way,
Yeah.
where is
Taking
the window that Mac can easily see?
He can see through a lot of these, but he can't see them all because obviously
Ah.
he's only facing one side, so he can't see the ones that are around the side or the ones that are off to an angle at him.
In terms of where we are.
I will let you
Where-
know whether he'd be able to see.
Okay,
I'll
thank
just
you.
let you know. Right, so what are you doing, Quinn?
I'm keeping watch.
With what?
My eyes. And ears.
Wow! Your ears are going to go out on a
Watching
limb and
on your
say,
ears.
probably a bit too far away. Probably can't hear what's going on.
Nope.
With your eyes, you can probably just see them as like little dots moving around. You
Yeah,
can see your
I've-
friends because you're familiar with
I have
them.
no idea what's going on down there, but I'm just keeping an eye out for people coming up to us where we are in
Okay.
the tree.
Okay,
making sure
take
we're not being
a
snuck up on.
perception check for me.
I've now rolled a 1 and a 2. 4.
A 4. You don't hear anything at all.
That's a very quiet
So far as you're
forest.
concerned, this is a very quiet forest. But this might be how it is on Talil. You don't know.
Never been.
Except you were attacked by a big manta ray and, attacked by worms. But other than that, you're convinced this place may be fine.
Would Mac also not need to do like a perception roll as well?
Not until you guys signal him, no.
No, I mean for where.
Would he
where
not be
is.
scanning?
He's up the
Jeez.
tree.
Would he? Yeah. Would he not be able to hear down below?
Not really, he's
No,
quite
he-
high up. And
he'd
also
be-
wind.
I more meant would he be scanning windows
Yeah,
to see if
that's
he
what I
Yeah, of
notices
course he
this
would,
guy?
yeah.
He'd
But
be watching where you guys are walking if he can.
yeah, he'd be watching you guys. Alright, I'm going to go out on a limb. I know that I'm not technically playing Mac right now, but if I was a sniper, I can't take a shot unless it's been confirmed.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to shoot at every grey
Yeah.
Rutai that wanders
only
around
got 3
past the
shots.
window, because he's only got 3 shots and his life is dependent upon
Yeah.
this moment.
Okay,
So he won't take a shot until you tell him to, or until you two make the call that he's going to make a shot. Okay.
I stand in front of the window and go.
I assume you just gotta go
Who
like,
takes the shot?
Okay. Remember we had that before? Do you remember how badly that worked for us before?
Yeah.
that was so funny.
One had to use a legendary point to undo that shit.
I remember forgetting about that and actually getting someone shot on you.
No, it was. I think it may have been when. You were getting. You pointed at this chap over here and got him shot in the head because
No, it
Nazir
wasn't
was
him.
on the
it
other
was,
side. No, you
it was
did
a
it
it was a
twice.
guild. It was a gangster guy,
Yeah, you did
and I
it
just
twice.
pointed at him and
Yeah.
killed him.
Nazir shot him and then Jack
forgot.
killed him.
Yeah.
But no, that you actually did that twice. I had to use legendary points to undo shooting our friend in the face.
I think that was because you just said it in jest and then you accidentally kind of had to do it.
Yeah, I didn't. that was the thing.
I think
Anyway.
Surely no,
Anyway.
I would never actually do that by a window.
It's up to you. I don't know what you're. I don't. Okay, so
There might
I'm
be
going
a
to
gust of
right.
wind
So
and your hair might
yeah, the guys actually had a technical
To be fair,
thing.
my
They were
character
working
actually
out
has
their
short
plan
hair.
before they started. So I don't know what their cues are. I'm just going to roll with
we
it. And hope
actually
for the
have
best.
short-range radios.
Yes, which will
which-
work for you three and those two.
Were you too far away from each other?
Yes, you're just
Okay,
a little
fine.
bit out of range.
We'll just have to do like a thumbs out at the window or something with the right guy.
I was about to say, we didn't actually
It's
come
not
up
going
with
to
a
take long.
signal.
Look, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
like, the
You
dude's
literally
going to be
stand in the
like,
window and just be like,
just walk out the window and just be like. I mean, unless this dude's like trained to resist assassination attempts, we'll be like, why are you doing a thumbs up out the window?
Or we
People
could
might
perhaps
not be
take him
watching.
outside.
You are the worst back on team. What's my cue?
It's like,
This is so bad. Alright, okay. You guys haven't established what I would have thought a
A
very
signal. No. we
obvious.
haven't.
Okay.
forgot- we forgot-
no, we
Alright.
have forgot that. It's a really
Forgot
obvious
that
thing, but we
part,
forgot.
yeah.
Wow.
We
Or
kind
have
of came
we?
with a generalised idea. We didn't really come up with specific.
Wow. Wow. This shows how long it's been since you played with someone who played a sniper, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
Quickly think of a signal.
So where are you three going now? You say you're going to the
Where's
oldest
the
building with all the mines and
Yeah,
trees in?
the shortest one first. Then we'll go
Okay,
up
the
from
smallest one. Alright, so you head into this, and this is clearly built from rock. You're not a dwarf, so I don't give a fuck what it is. You cannot convince me. It's made from some sort of rock, okay? It's been carved out what would have been a very, very big bowl, and it's clearly taken a lot of time and effort to like claw their way through and dig their way through. But this is from a single piece.
Okay.
Inside there are a couple of like built areas. As you go in, you can see that there are a couple of people at the far end from your right. So there's one big open area at the bottom, and above there's like a balcony with a hole-ish in the centre, so you can look down over the top, and that looks into the main area. There are long rows of tables in here, and there are people like talking and chatting. Up near at the very end, it's kind of been sectioned off, and you can hear someone crying and moaning, and you figure this is where that loud sound was coming from. It's clearly someone wailing and crying and obviously distraught at the other end. You can see there are a couple of these priests wearing slightly robes which have slightly more silver embellishment on it, which you're convinced gets you into the make, and you're convinced, you know, it's going to summon something from somewhere awful. More trees will be carved this day. You're aware it's just because he's holy. So yeah, a lot of people are chatting here. Some people are wearing the robes, some people aren't wearing the robes, and they're kind of spread out along all of these tables. The windows are pretty large down here, and there's a lot of natural light coming in, and there's not of natural light coming in from tops and the sides and stuff. As you go in, you can see that kind of the some of the vines are beginning to climb up around the edge of this, showing a lot of weathering. Some of them are even coming in to this building. They managed to like crawl their way through the windows and such like. So this is real. There's lots of people here. It would take your notice immediately that there is a human male. He's got shoulder-length, thinning red hair, which is tied back in a bun, and he's got kind of bushy, orangey-ish, brownish beard. And he
So
looks-
Ben.
Yes.
but if you may not know who that is.
Literally in here written Ben. And yeah, so this young chap is standing at the centre, and he's in his early 40s. You are not here, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is what you see. There's this young chap talking to a bunch of them, and he's trying to get them calmed down. He's standing in the centre, and he seems very calm and at peace with himself.
I have an idea.
Can we see any Naruto?
Rutai.
Rutai, that's it.
There are quite a few Rutai here. Most of the people here are Rutai. There's an occasional Iralisk, but the singular Nitu wandering around is not here anymore. He's not in this building.
I'm going to approach one of these Rutai.
Okay.
And I'm going to, while I'm moving, I'm going to try and make it, the obvious injuries that I've got, I'm going to try and make it look like they're a little bit more.
Your
like,
obvious
hurting
injuries
me.
include a
gunshot
through the shoulder.
And being eaten by worms.
Yes. Are you wearing pants?
I don't think I am, because I set fire to my pants. And I decided to actually Well, sorry,
What?
trousers. I set
You're
fire to my
right.
Oh, you set fire
trousers
to his trousers.
and
so
used them
they
to
were
clear away the worms. So I'm
Alright.
actually only wearing like my shirt and underwear at the
boxers,
moment.
yeah.
I believe Matt
realise.
gave you something to tie around your waist because you were wearing nothing.
Yeah, I
He
think he
did.
gave me like a.
He gave you, I think, a spare shirt or a jacket
Yeah, so
to tie
I've
around
basically
your
got like a
waist.
skirt or like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
shirt
yeah.
tied around my waist like
That's
a
correct,
kilt
yeah.
style at the moment.
You
So-
don't need to play up your injuries. You are clearly injured.
Yeah, so I'm going to approach one of these guys and say,
Which one? The one in the robe or not in the robe?
one who
loads of
looks
them here.
like he's not actually a healer himself, so a lower level looking initiate.
Almost all the guys in here wearing robes are tending to someone's wounds, unless you're talking about the guy with the reddish hair tied back in a bun. Tied back in a...
He's talking to someone else, isn't he?
Yeah, he's talking to a
also
bunch
human.
of people. He's clearly human, yeah.
Okay.
Everyone else is actually literally
I'm going
tending
to talk to him
people.
then, if he's not. I'll go up and like kind of stand near, obviously. waiting
Okay,
to talk
no,
to him.
that's fine. As you approach, the chap, he puts his hands on the shoulders and he's having a quiet word with them, and the moaning and the kind of the wailing that this Rutai individual was doing is they begin to calm down and they listen to the guy who's a lot shorter than them, because Rutai, quite big, massive claws. And they walk off one arm around the other, and they're clearly consoling each other. And the young chap sort of takes a deep breath and, can I help you?
Yes. We were travelling here just with a father, like on a pilgrimage for a father here, and we were attacked in the woods. And I've just like kind of like my injuries here. I was like, I've heard that there's a man or Rutai called Klung who's a fantastic healer. Would you be able to direct me to him so I can seek his assistance?
Take a manipulate for me, please, because that is a blatant lie.
Do I burn legendary here?
Why not? You got two?
Yeah, I'll burn legendary. Probably a good thing. So that is a 4, 11.
You are looking for a healer named Klung.
I was told that was his name.
He looks at the three of you kind of very suspiciously. I understand you're a man of the faith, so I'm going to ask you, what are you doing here?
Well,
You have the idea that he's intently looking and analysing you and every move that you make.
we're here to observe prayer of this place.
So the very not obvious deception just carried out is in aid of what?
Well, he does need healing.
I do, like, I put my shoulder
Evidently.
back and show like the
that's what I was
holes
like.
through my shoulder, like I was shot and eaten by worms.
Evidently. However, Klung is not a healer you're looking for, is it? This is not the purpose you are here. That has clearly been looked after already. Perhaps the three of us should...
It hasn't at all. It's had like someone went like, there's a plaster, walk it off.
Actually, the father did actually administer aid to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has clearly, and it's already at least a good 12, 13 hours old. It has clearly been seen to.
Damn, I should note this down.
Yeah. And the priest, kind of the acolyte, the holy guy. Perhaps the three of us should speak in my office. Please. And he gestures off to one side where there is a small office.
Okay.
Okay.
And there's no door, you note. Not really seeing any doors other than into the little forest area.
Are there any chairs in there?
Yes, there are a couple of chairs. There are two.
I'll go and sit down on one of the chairs.
The father gestures for Lola to take the spare chair.
I take the spare chair.
Excellent. And he will just stand in front of you guys. So what exactly are you here for?
I'm going to lounge looking pained and like point at my shoulder.
I'm just gonna
cross my legs
as you
in a faint hope.
Now, yes, I am a priest of Barson. I've been since I was awoken 10 years ago. However, I didn't always used to be a holy man like yourself. I used to be somewhat of a criminal back in the day. And I could tell when someone's trying to con me. So, what are you really doing here and why are you looking for Klung?
Oh, I just want to look at my shoulder. You hired us as guards.
Take a manipulate check for me.
Oh, God.
But this guy can see straight through me. Come on. It's got to be better than it was last time. Oh, I'm not going to burn another legendary coin because I botched or something.
It wouldn't have helped.
If it's bad, re-roll.
6, right?
And what are legendary points there for?
Wow, burning them early, guys.
Number 2. Oh
The
dear.
gods of the dice have it not to be.
You're lying to a holy man in a holy temple. I wonder why the dice are not with you today.
What? It's not like we've got any like malign intention behind it or anything.
Yeah, shut up.
What? My shoulder really hurts.
That we can get seen to. The matter of Clung is what concerns me. You understand who Clung is, of course.
No.
I heard he was a healer.
Clung is the leader of the trade of the trade unions in Rutai. He's one of the most powerful men in Rutai culture.
Huh. So he's
The
not a
fact
healer.
you've been sent here for a healer, and that wound has clearly been looked at already by some sort of professional.
I wouldn't go too far. I'll look at the
Neither
file.
would I. Well, I can see to your wounds, but as soon as that's done, I wish you to be gone.
Fair enough.
Not a problem, Father. Oh, whoever you are.
My name is Ben.
Ben. Of course, I'm sorry, Ben.
Literally written here as Ben. Yes. So Ben, the young acolyte, the leader of this temple, he sees to your wounds.
Cool.
And he packs it with a couple of poultices. He's clearly got like his own personal stock of stuff in here. And it takes him probably no more than 20, 30 minutes to pack his shoulder. It immediately feels better. You can start moving it around again. But he reminds you that you should keep it in the sling. You probably shouldn't move it too much or be involved in too much running or heavy activity. Firing of guns.
Okay.
Which he says very pointedly. He checks out your legs, decides there's actually nothing else he can do. There's a couple of burns. No more than the cream that's already rubbed into. He rustles round and he pulls out some linen trousers, which you think will fit you. A silver embroidery at the bottom, nothing too fancy. Clearly a very novice set of robes, and
I can get
pass those to you. You get into
once I put them on, I'm like trying to figure out how the interface works. Just like, where do I plug in?
and he, in that case, he's going to give you. Are you attempting to do? They're just trousers.
But the wires in them, what do they connect to?
They don't. They're just
healing things.
exactly. Silver has been used as a antibacterial healing, even back on Earth. They just use it in a different way here.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't plug you into anything. Not everything is a wire, young man.
I think my friend is a bit delusional.
Possibly. You probably wanted to have gotten to a proper medic sooner. Gives you a bit of a coy look. It's like, well, I shall escort you to the edge. Let's leave. And he shoos you out of his office. He shoos you out of the smaller temple, and he will not in a mean, not in a horrible way. He'll just pleasantly escort you to the edge.
Okay.
And back to the entryway.
Okay.
And he'll stand there and talk to the Rutai guys on guard, gives them clipped notes which you pick up as being essentially don't allow these chaps back in, although they are injured. They've received Barson's blessing. You basically get that in Rutai. And he turns and walks away, and the two Rutai basically stand up from where they were originally just lounging against the wall because they're, why the temple, not really bother this, no one really cares. And they basically just stand there and block the path for a while.
We'll walk down the path until we're out of line of sight, and then we'll cut back through the woods towards where we know these guys are in their sniping post.
Yeah, you're absolutely able to do that.
Okay, well that was a bit of a miserable failure.
Shall we go round to the other entrance?
He was
It's
like
perfectly doable.
openly asked if Kung was there quite easily. probably.
Yeah.
Rather
was
than trying
silly.
to guess what he is.
I wasn't going to
Alright,
ask
I'm
about
going to
Plum.
say for the sake of brevity, you've all met back up with
Okay.
thing, and Mac has climbed down from the tree.
Yeah, I wasn't going to ask about Clung. I was going to try and have a perception and look around and see if I could see anyone that looked like Clung.
Yeah, so I wasn't quite ready for that.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it would probably be a good idea. You know, this is a temple full of
You
healers.
kind of need to know who Clung actually is before you ask about him.
Yeah, we didn't know a thing about him, but we're also running out of time. We've
Yes.
probably got like
Hours.
an hour. No, we've probably got like
You've probably got about 11 hours.
yeah, but isn't that including night?
You have 11 hours.
It wouldn't
It's
take
3
that long
hours
to go
until
down.
dusk.
Yeah, so light starts fade. So the light is gone, or will start
It will
fading.
be start to fade at dusk.
Right. Okay. So we've got probably about
3
another
hours.
2 hours left until dusk now.
3
'Cause
hours.
it
You have
was-
3 hours.
She just said 3
Yeah, but you
hours.
said 3 hours before we started this, and we've been
No,
doing a
I
lot of
said
stuff.
4
4
hours.
hours.
Okay, fine.
Wow, notes, man.
And
I thought it
also,
said forest.
even if it does come and it goes to night, I'm pretty sure they'll have a light in there somewhere.
Yeah, but trying to take a shot in the dark is going to be a lot harder. Also, he's got to be able to see through his scope who he's shooting at.
If he's a good sniper, though, he'll
I am
be
a good
fine.
sniper. Of course I'm a good sniper.
Exactly.
That
Therefore,
needs
he's
to
a
be
good
light
sniper.
friend.
I'm a really good sniper, and if you say I can't take a shot in the dark, I'm going to take a shot in the dark. I think I've nailed him.
You have. You just need to put a bit of like a hey dude.
You just
Hey
now
man,
need
if you say that I can't take a shot, I'm
There
going
we
to take
go.
a shot in the dark. I can do it.
to. No, you just have to miss your first 2 shots and then roll a lucky,
Yeah.
cut the last one.
Alright, carry on.
Perhaps
Okay.
as a distraction, we could detonate that thing.
Don't think that'll help.
No.
There's too many people to filter through.
Shall we just go
Yeah.
round
From
to
what
the
you've
other
all told me.
entrance?
To be fair, if they do that, they'll just barricade him and call in some extraction for him.
Yeah.
If they think he's
Maybe
in danger.
if you three have fucked it up, maybe we should go in. We all got to do is identify the target, right?
Yeah, I mean, who's the best shot out of all of us? Yeah, no, not you. Well, actually, no, it might be an
Yeah.
idea if you stay out here and Quinn goes in to have a look.
You
Because
go
no
on your
one's
own?
seen Quinn.
Why not?
Would
All
they
we need to do is ID the
recognize?
target, right?
Would they recognise? So, for example, if I went in with Quinn, would they recognise me?
Well, we did just have a meeting with the lead dude, so I expect he'll probably recognise all of us. But he may not have
No
given all
offence,
of
you're
us.
pretty lovely looking and all.
Yeah, I mean, he was probably mostly speaking to me and the father, but you do stand out.
Yes, but if he's in the temple thingy, would he?
But it depends if he went to the other side and told them the same thing he told these guards.
Exactly, but would he? Would the guards on the other side actually recognise us?
I don't know, but if they do recognise you, they may stop Quinn going in as well.
Why doesn't Quinn go in and then I go in separately?
Yeah, give it a go.
I don't want any association with any of you. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
if you
all
go
I've
in
heard
first
of
and
that.
then you try going in afterwards.
Yeah.
And
He's good enough to me.
I'll
So I
take
feel like there should be
I'll
more
take
than
over
one of us
spotting for-
inside looking.
Excellent. So you two are going to take over spotting from Quinn. Mac is going to climb his way back into the tree, feeling like, yeah, I can totally do a shot in the dark. Actually thinking to himself, oh god, what have I done?
It won't be dark.
It won't be dark. So you two are going to go in. Quinn's going to go in first
We're going
in
round
the
to the
other
other
entrance,
entrance.
and you're following in shortly afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. You wander around, and as you wander around, you meet that patrol that you met before. Except this patrol is now comprised of 3 Rutai. 1 with a flamethrower, 2 with large guns.
Okay.
One of them is, let's say, blackish in colour, the other one is brownish in colour, and the other one is basically an albino. Fuck it, he's an albino.
Okay.
Basically white. Why not?
Red eyes.
Red eyes! Yeah, he's got bright red eyes.
Rapid.
And the because he wasn't here before, the albino is like in very broken trade. He's obviously not quite grasped trade, so what are you doing?
Just trying to find the entrance.
Oh, right, and he gestures round the corner. It's like, couple of minutes. Watch out for worms.
Oh yeah, no problem. Thank you.
And big frigging claws wanders off. They
Right.
continue going round the edge.
Let's get going.
I'm going in the other entrance.
Right,
So.
going in the other entrance. No, you're both going in. It's just that you meet this patrol going round.
Oh,
yeah.
we're together.
Yeah, we're together.
But she
But
got
you're,
you.
you're going to go in a little bit
Yeah.
ahead of me.
So you come to this guardhouse, and again you see that there is actually a Rutai on guard, and there is also the Nitu on guard. they're kind of like, they're not really talking to each other very much, but occasionally they'll say something. You can't really pick up what they're saying. It's in broken Nitu, broken, Rutai. They're attempting to talk in each other's voice, in each other's languages. They're not doing too well, but they're giving it a go. And again, you can see that these two buildings, they stretch like around the edge a bit, and there's clearly other things in there, but you can't see it because the doors are closed and the shutters are down.
So is this the first building that they went into?
Nope.
Or
No.
It's
the other
identical.
It's
It is
identical
identical to the other side.
Cool. I walk in.
These are the coke silos we're going through at the moment.
Will you stop that? Yes, you're walking through the coke silos right now.
Brilliant.
Alright, you make your way through. No one stops you.
No, why would they?
No, there's no reason to.
I'll wait 5 minutes.
You're going to wait for 5 minutes. Okay, then we'll get to you in a moment. Alright, as you walk in, you can see two buildings. There is one which is 4 stories, one which is 3 stories. There is a pathway that goes forward and out and round, doesn't go straight forward. Ahead of you can see this big tree which we discussed before. There isn't a gate into it from this area, just to let you know. There is an entrance to the 4-story building on your right hand side. And there are lots of people wandering around. You can hear like a babbling water off to the right hand side.
Okay. I am going to go into the building they didn't go into.
Okay, there are 2 of them. There are 2 buildings they haven't gone into. They went into this smallest one, so you can either go into the 3 one, which you can't see the entrance of just yet, or the 4 one, which you can see the entrance
Go
of.
into the 4 one. It's the first entrance I see.
Okay. You meander your way in there. No one appears to be guarding anything because this is a holy place.
Yeah.
On the ground floor, there are a couple of Rutai. There's a couple of Rutai and a couple of Irilisk, and they're all wearing the robes. Some of them have a lot more fancy silver embroidery on than the others. And the ones with a lot more silver seem to be teaching and speaking to the others as if they're training them. And you can see a staircase at either end of this room, of this very large kind of ground area. There's a couple of support beams, but it's a big open area. And there are staircases on to your right and to the left which go up.
I'm going to assume that they told me who Clung is when they came out and saw me.
Yeah, we spoke and
One would
said
assume, yeah. We'll skip over and say yes.
Awesome. Otherwise this would be completely
otherwise
pointless.
that's pointless. Yeah, we did speak to each other, so I assume.
Yeah, I'm going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
gave
for
us
the
a
sake of
rundown of
brevity,
what
you would have
happened.
told, but they would have admitted their failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. So yeah, is there anybody on this floor who isn't wearing a robe?
No, everyone appears to be wearing a robe on this.
Excellent. I want to go up to the 2nd floor if I can.
Of course you may.
Going to literally just walk past, not saying anything to anyone.
A couple of the Rutai in very embroidered silver kind of give you a bit of a look, but they continue on their way. There seems to be nearly harm in it. So you're going left or right?
Left.
Let's assume that it made a difference anyway. Right, you go up the staircase. You got the staircase, and you can actually see that the windows are much smaller now along this along the wall that is closest to where Mac's side would be. If he was sniping from his particular position, and you can see that there are a lot of doors here, and there are a lot of they're not like solidly built walls. This is constructed from like wooden screens and stuff. They could be easily slid and moved, etc. But there are loads of these within this area. You would kind of assume this is a sleeping quarters. A couple of them are open. You can hear a couple of people talking.
So this seems like more of a living space for the temple owners, so to speak. It feels like.
If that you wish to assume, that's what you can assume.
Is there anyone on this floor? Sorry.
Yeah, you can hear a couple of people talking.
Any?
You can't see anyone. You
Okay.
can hear them.
Can I walk out and have a look?
As you walk along this corridor, you can walk anywhere really. It's kind of you can like walk around, walk to the left, and you can see the staircase in the room from where you are.
Okay.
But yeah, you come across this Irilisk and a human woman speaking. The Irilisk is wearing the robes. The human woman is not. She's wearing some very practical trousers and a shirt. And she has a Beckett. She has like white hair which is shaved off on one side. Blue eyes. I don't know, what more do you want?
A name tag?
A name tag. She doesn't have a name tag.
Okay.
Not a Irilisk, I'm afraid.
Oh, damn.
Okay. So they're just having a conversation.
The woman looks around and is like, what? And the Irilist like puts one of its clawed hands and is like, I'm sorry. What can I help you with?
Just looking around, really.
Are you staying here? I think there's spare rooms upstairs. Not on the top floor. That's shut off at the moment, but...
How come? Alright. No, I'm good at the moment. I'm
Alright.
just exploring.
It's a good call in life, and she's clearly trying to withhold her witty sarcasm of "go fuck yourself," get out of my face, and she's very politely just.
Okay. Now I walk off and I go to the next staircase to go up again.
Yeah, you can
I
climb
roll
up.
my eyes as I walk away because I just had to feign emotion.
All right, as you climb up to your the third floor, and then ultimately climb up to. So you're going up to the fourth floor. Or you're going to the third floor. Sorry, I didn't pick up where you're going.
I'm gonna go right up to the top floor if it's shut off.
Okay, if you got up to the third floor, fairly easy. You find the next staircase up. At the bottom of the staircase to the fourth floor, there are two large rutai. One of them is kind of a lightish grey, and the other one is he's more like a chocolate brown, and they are huge even for rutai standards. They can't quite fit in the staircase together, so they're kind of a bit offset from one another because they're
There's
so
no
large.
gap in between them.
No, they have to overlap one another because they're so bulky.
Okay. I'm gonna gather myself a little bit, prepare myself to feign emotion again, and just go to walk past and say, "Excuse me, gents."
One of the chocolate brown one that's standing at the front puts his huge claw on your shoulder. Basically, you can only put two of its claws on your shoulder. The other two are dangling by your shoulder because its hands are ginormous, and you can feel the sharpness of the talon. He's not a claw. He's not digging into you, but he's definitely making a point that you know.
Okay. So, hey, cool. Sorry, lads. Something wrong?
No. He shakes his head.
Can I come through?
And they begin to converse quickly in rutai. No.
Why not?
No.
Do they know anything other than no?
Maybe.
Do you speak English?
He looks at you completely nonplussed.
Yeah, I say it in trade. Do you speak trade?
A little, yes.
Sorry. New around here. Can I? What's
No.
wrong?
He
Why?
repeats no in rutai and in trade and in English. Like no.
That last one was.
No. In English. And repeats it in trade.
Come on, guys, you got to give me something here. What's going on? Normally loud up there.
No, not today. Clung there today. Tomorrow. Day after. Not really sure when he's finished. Some point.
Say no more. Very sorry. I know, Clung. Good bloke. Not gonna.
You know Clung. How? And he
Clung knows.
grabs his hand on both shoulders now. You can only feel 4 of the 8 which he has, and obviously the thumbs pressing into like the side of your chest. It's like, how do you know Clung? Few humans know Clung.
Exactly.
Which one are you? And he pushes you away and steps back a minute, and they have a conversation in rutai again. It's like, and I was like, Arthur, James, Pete, James.
Yeah.
And he looks at you
Sorry.
and squints at you a bit.
We all look alike, I know.
Yes. No, you can't come up. He
No.
folds his arms again.
Fair enough. It's going to be up there for a while, yeah?
We don't really understand when. Just not now.
It's fine. I don't actually need to see him. That's not what I'm here for. Just exploring. Anyway, latest chaps. Just turns around and walks away.
Good job. Okay. Right.
I'm not about to try and take on 2 massive rutai.
They will rip you apart, buddy.
I try and go in.
Okay. They let you in. They continue attempting to have a conversation in broken Nita and broken rutai.
Okay. The building that he was in.
You saw him going.
Yeah, I saw him, which building he went in.
Yeah, the 4-story building.
The last building that we haven't explored.
Yes, 3-story building that has a balcony that overlooks the tree. Well, it doesn't overlook the tree. It's kind of in the tree area. It's in the foliage.
Does it overlook the building that he just went into at all?
The balcony does, yes.
Yeah.
As a point of note, from his current sniping position, Mac cannot see the balcony.
Okay. I'll go into the other building because I won't know that he's found Plum.
I could probably tell you.
You're close enough, yes.
Good point. Tell me in the ear.
Once I'm far enough away
That's
from
fine,
everyone, I'll just be like, I think I found him.
Where?
Top floor, 4-story building.
Anyway up.
Right, okay. I'm going to throw this out there. 1, if you're Black Ops and you're trained, do you not put your finger near your ear to have a conversation with someone? You don't need to do that.
Okay.
They will pick you up. 2, if you stage whisper like that, the mic cannot hear you. So just say that you're whispering.
Okay, whispering.
There you go.
Anyway
Whisper.
Right, you have now been informed that he knows where Clung is,
Okay.
in theory.
Whisper. Anyway up to that floor.
Meet me downstairs.
Okay.
Right, you guys meet up. There are a couple of the kind of the priests, some of the acolytes here that notice you going up the stairs. Again, give you a bit of a bizarre look as you come down, but they don't really seem to take much notice of it. But yes, you two have now met.
Let's go outside.
Yeah.
Meet me inside. Actually, let's go outside.
No, I meant when I said downstairs, I meant like in the common area outside sort of thing.
Yeah.
So we should probably go back and report to everyone else.
Can they not hear us on the thing, on the earpieces?
No, these guys are too far away.
Okay.
You are just kind of slightly bigger than pixels to them right now.
Okay.
Would it be possible for me to actually get close to the wall so I could still be in range of Mac and the father and still be in range of them at the same time?
Relay.
You could set up a relay between yourself. You two would need to be involved in this relay
Yeah, well,
to
because
get to Mac
father's
as
here.
well.
So if the father was staying by Mac,
The father could get a bit. You guys could get a bit further away from Mac,
yeah.
and then you could get almost to the wall, and it serve as a relay.
Okay, if we do that then, because if you guys keep coming in now, it's going to look really suspicious.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. So we shouldn't really leave.
So while you guys are kind of like doing this, you have this great idea to split up a little bit, and you guys indeed do split up a little bit. And as you basically say, "I think I found him," you just walk into range.
Okay, I'm going to be like, I'm also going to make sure I put myself in a position I can't be seen from the road.
Yep.
Because we've run into one patrol, and
Yep.
I'm aware that there are patrols around there, so I'm going to put myself into a position where I'm not immediately obvious.
Okay, take a sneak check for me, please.
I'm going to
Glorious.
say that when we're doing this, our characters aren't doing this, but this is just our way of knowing that we're talking through the
Yes, this is our way of knowing that you're whispering.
yeah, but
That's
our
fine.
characters
I'm
are
talking
not
through
doing
our-
Yes, as long as you are made aware, your characters would not. No.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, you find this bush and it looks like it could perfectly hide you. So you settle down into this bush and you're aware that your arm's a bit itchy.
I'm going to look around for any
Poison
potentially dangerous or like.
So far as you're aware, you're just in a bush and it looks alright. Just arm's a bit itchy.
Is it just my arm?
Yes.
Is it exposed or
Yes.
do I have any like coverall jacket I could put over myself or something?
You could put the jacket on that Mac lent you,
Yeah, I'll do that.
and
So
that'll
it
cover your
covers all
arms.
my arms.
Then yes, it's still itchy, but not as bad.
Yeah.
Alright, go.
Okay.
Yeah, when I'm looking for a jungle, I'm going to leave as little exposed flesh as possible.
Yes. Okay, Karen.
Are you going to let us know that you've heard?
Yeah, I'm going to basically kill for a go. Yeah, I can hear you now. I've set up a relay with.
We'll assume that rather than actually having to keep relaying back, that you are relaying back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Do we have a position that can see the top floor?
I'm going to relay back to Mac and see if he can see the position from where he
Mac
is.
can see. Yes, he can see most of the windows of that top floor.
okay.
The ones that are further away at more of an angle to him, so he's not going to have a great shot on those.
Can you see anything in the windows at the moment?
Take a perception check for Mac for me, please.
No.
Well, he's had a botch as well. I've not botched yet. Touch wood. Nice.
9. So what's he got?
He's got 2. So 11.
11.
This is a particularly far away shot and it's quite difficult. He can see
right, though.
movement in there, He's aware that there's movement. He can see a couple of figures, but he's aware that there is more than one great entity in there.
Okay. Was there only one way up there?
There are two.
There are two.
There are two. Okay.
I only saw one though. Only went out
What's the outside of the building made of? Is it stone blocks or a single piece?
Okay, so the thing that looks like it's been carved from a single bit is the smaller, older temple, and that only has 2 floors.
Yeah.
The 3-story building is constructed from more modern materials, so you've kind of got some steel work in there, bit of wood in there, a bit of stone in there. It's kind of constructed from a lot of things. It's very Rutai construction, yeah, very very slapped together. The final building is essentially constructed from lots of natural woods and is very, very recent.
So does it look like it could be scaled?
They could all be scaled.
Easily?
They could all be scaled.
Okay. Because one option we have is for someone to actually like climb up. Well, you could go to the 3rd floor if you're not being guarded, and then climb out a window and climb up into the 4th floor. Would be an option.
I'm not saying anything. You carry on.
I mean, we don't technically have to snipe. We just have to shoot him with the gun.
Yeah, I'm also thinking if we need to get these documents, it's going to be the easiest opportunity to do it all in one go.
Cucumber.
Yes.
What is the sexuality of Rutai?
They don't have a gender.
They don't have a gender.
Asexual?
They're not very interested in sex either.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not particularly interested in sex. No, doesn't mean they can't. It's just not one of their primary functions. They don't need it to mate because they essentially get genetic material from being around and about, and they get lots of food, and they eat lots of food, and then basically have a birth litter, and then they die.
Okay, because I was just
shortly after the litter grow up. But yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering if sort of like we went up to the other entrance, found more Rutai, and I could just say sort of like, I've been sent to see Clung.
You give it a try.
Or one of his associates. Does Max see if there are any smaller figures in the windows?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it could be humans.
But we would need to say who exactly. We don't know anyone else's name other than Clung.
For his associates.
I have been sent for one of Clung's associates who is upstairs.
I'm his taxi driver.
Oh, I've got a cab for a Clung. I mean, come on, the meter's running, mate.
I can try it.
Does
I can
it
try
break
it.
down, or is it?
No, it's kind of, you could break it down, but you're not sure that you could put it back together again.
Okay.
It's
It's
Gendal
not like
technology.
an easily breakdownable thing.
No, it's
No.
Gendal technology. It's kind of specialised. I mean, creating the rounds for it themselves were difficult enough. The idea of breaking it apart when you have very little mechanical knowledge, probably quite terrifying.
Okay, but we've got a case for it, haven't we?
Oh yeah, you have a case for it.
Does the case look particularly like a gun case, or is it just like a normal case?
Just looks like a crate, actually. It was purposely packed to look like a crate.
Okay.
Just a long, thin crate. It's just a crate, yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing if we tried to just walk past the guards with a crate, it would look a bit suspicious. They might be like, "What's in the box?"
Yeah.
What's in the box?
So you could win a key to open it.
Delivery of the
I
clan.
just sort of think,
What's in the
I
box?
still
I don't
think
know.
shooting him from outside would be the easiest. But if we could sneak in there first, or someone could sneak in there first, maybe during the night, and try and get whatever these files are.
I'd like
Shall
you
we-
two to take perception checks for me, please. Because you've got two are basically just chatting in the middle
Botch.
of... Wow.
Botch!
Oh, my god! How's your third?
Legendary points!
That's a good point, actually. I'm going to burn a legendary.
Legendary, yeah.
Only one of us needs to, I think.
Okay.
If he fucks it up, then burn one.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Oh,
better.
thank God.
I rolled a 10, so I got a 12.
Okay, you are aware of... there are a couple of... as you're looking out across that towards where Mac's position would be, not that you're deliberately looking there, it's just where your eyesight has just wandered to. Coming around a corner from this 3-story haphazard, properly Rutai constructed building, you see a bunch of these priests, a bunch of these acolytes walking together, and at the centre of them you notice the guy with the ponytail and the reddish hair, and he looks like to be in charge of them all, and they all seem to be mid-conversation.
Feels like I should Assassin's Creed into that group of walking monks.
Yeah, sure. So they're just chatting away. It's not particularly like it's not like you think it's like a ceremony or anything. They're just chatting away and moving around. They're heading towards the kind of the residential block, so to speak.
Might want to
Okay.
block someone from view.
Mm-hmm. I don't know any.
just
shove around the corner.
of her.
Yeah, stand away.
Are you
The hell
taller
are you
than
doing?
Lola, or is Lola taller than you?
That's a good point.
Lola is taller than you, I believe. I thought she
I
was
am,
the
yeah.
tallest.
I am
5'10",
5'11".
5'11", slightly taller.
That's
Okay,
only an inch,
with a
like,
to the top of
slight
her head.
scooting down, you probably could hide a bit behind him. It's going to be obvious that someone is hiding behind him.
Could I not scoot into the building?
You could turn around and walk into the building, yes.
Yeah.
What was your hair? Your hair was blue, isn't it?
Yeah.
And sort of spiky and
Yeah.
short. Yeah, you're
basically
going to
incredibly
be
obvious.
blatantly bloody obvious. I'm going to throw that one out there. But go ahead and roll a sneak anyway. You roll a sneak because you're assisting her in this. If you're trying to
I'm good
walk
at
up into
sneak.
you.
Must
Yes.
look at the right one. Crit.
Wow.
Excellent. Thank you. 5, 8.
8. Okay, give me a reason how you help her, and if it's good, then I will allow it to sneak through. You did get a crit. I will allow something.
So these people are literally just walking around the
They're
corner.
just
and
walking
talking.
towards you. Yes. They're chatting away.
I know what I'm thinking I could do.
Run up to them. Something.
Lola says this as she's leaving. She's like, do something. Like waddles away really quickly. Get up, look at her.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, for God's sake.
Because he wouldn't just like grab her and kiss her is the thing. That's not something he would think of. So,
What? How is that helping me sneak into the building?
oh, is that what we're trying to do?
Yes.
Sorry, I completely missed that. I was in the
Yes,
world.
she's sneaking, if you can pull out anything legitimate to help her sneak into the building without her being seen, I'll allow it because you're
So
correct.
that's-
But I need a
Just-
good
Gives me not
reason.
gonna help.
Just pull out my gun and shoot her off to the side. I don't.
You just said it.
I can do it. Somebody off like miles away just gets shot and the gun disappears again. I crit. I can do it, right? Please.
Oh God.
You've just
It's-
pulled a gun out,
No, very, very sneakily on a crit sneak.
right?
I have managed to,
Do you have a
without anyone
silencer?
noticing. Yeah, I've got a silencer.
Oh, okay.
There's a silencer, he does.
Yeah,
genuinely
without
have
anyone
silencer.
noticing, pull my gun out, shot somebody like a little way off in the gut, and put it back away before anyone saw it.
Take an attack roll for me. Although you crit sneaking this gun out, shooting someone is a very different method when you're not looking at them.
Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm quite well trained in small guns, so
Okay, I'll give you some sort of help. There is a lot of people here.
yeah.
Carry on.
So literally just firing blind.
Where are you aiming the gun? Towards the garden and the tree, or towards the exit?
Like the away from us, trying to hit someone.
Yeah, it will be either the garden or it would either be the tree, the garden area, or it will be towards the exit because Lola is running behind you.
I don't think this is helping
The,
anyone in any way.
garden. Sorry.
Shoot towards the garden.
No, not the garden. Sorry,
The exit.
the exit. The other one.
Okay.
That one.
Okay. So
Towards
what
the
did you roll?
garden.
What did
So
you get?
I rolled a.
What did you get? More accurately.
Rolled a 5. And
Oh,
got
God.
a 12.
Okay. Right. As Lola is running off behind you, you pull out your gun, you fire and you feel the familiar noise and you manage to sneak it back into your pocket without anyone noticing. And you suddenly hear and you hear this, you turn to look at the sound, you can't help it, everyone turns to, you see the singular Nitu stomach. It hit the deck and it's kind of like the shan, the fan, which we kind of like goes from the forehead across the back, a bit like a cobra, fans out as it's clearly in pain, it hits the deck and the Rutai like runs across and like and it's like has no idea what the hell is going on, sees the gunshot wound, like puts their arm underneath. I'm just in thirsty comment. Puts their arms underneath and picks up this Nito and goes running towards the 3-story building. And all the priests look around terrified of what the hell. And the chap in the centre like sort of waves his arm, gets some of the higher order priests to run with him, and everyone else is pushed off into the grounds. Some of the younger ones begin to take up Ben's stance and sort of like begins to go around and shepherd people back inside. There's clearly been some sort of assassin attempt here, and a couple of them come over towards you and they start shooting you inside the building. They're physically forcing you. This kind of wall of Rutai just grab hold of you and like push you into this building.
Perfect.
And you see this trail of blood as this Nito is pulled screaming around the side of this building.
Run up to I'm gonna like hearing all this distraction. I'm going, can you sneak up to the 4th floor during all this chaos?
Maybe.
You're currently being pushed into this building. But looking out, especially you looking out across the way, you can see that the courtyard where everyone has been is basically now empty. Whereas before it's full of people, everyone's been crammed into this like little like sleeping area thing. Some of the priests are beginning to cry, and the Rutai crying is funny because it's just like these big furry mess like way down the side of their face. There's a couple of Irilis that are just like looking like with their multifaceted eyes, just like looking around like what the hell is going on, and
Whispering into my earpiece, I go, "What the fuck have you done?"
you can see him being pushed inside.
Yeah, are they in
You
the
can now
three-story
see
or
each other.
four-story building?
They are in the 4-story building.
How is everything going?
I love it when a plan comes together.
I heard a bit of a noise.
Wow.
So after
Yeah.
we've been pushed into the, I'm assuming we can like get off somewhere where people won't hear our whispering.
Absolutely, yeah, you absolutely could. You could definitely go up. This room is definitely crowded. It's crammed full of people, and everyone's trying to check over and make sure there's no one else been hurt.
He went up the left side, didn't he, before?
Yes, you
Yes.
did.
So
Yes.
I run up the right side staircase.
Okay, you're going to go up the right hand side. That everyone is in such chaos. You don't need to stealth. It's just you can go. That's fine. Are you going with her? Or are you going somewhere
Going
else?
very well.
Are you going with
We're
me?
exactly where we need to be.
Thirsty says, "Do me proud, crew." You'll be so proud of them right now. All right. Okay. So you guys are going. You're going up the right hand staircase.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go up the same. I'll go with her.
Okay. You get to the second floor. A couple of people are clearly like milling their way into their rooms and very kind of like, "Whoa, what the hell's going on?" You see the girl with the white hair and she's partially shaved off to one side, and she's holding us. She's holding a small pistol, which is very odd in this place. People generally don't carry weapons, and she seems to be like making strafing runs up and down the wall. She's clearly not a priest. She's clearly trained for this. This is what she does. She is security. She's running up and down, just checking all the windows, trying to check out and see everything. In fact, I'm going to go a perception roll.
Oh God.
I'm going to just like message back to Mac that he should make himself very like inconspicuous because they're looking for like potential gunmen.
Yep. She is eyelining where Mac would be because, as I say, she's security. She would know this sort of thing.
Sure, you should know where the person's been shot, and that's not really.
Not necessarily, but she's looking for an assassination attempt. That's why she's here. Oh, she fucks that right in the ass.
Okay.
So no.
So if she crit, that would really suck.
That would really suck, but no, she fucked that right up. So yeah, she's currently just scanning around. As you're like walking up to this area, you can see that they're like looking out on the ground. You can see some of the priests that have wandered their way around. They've been going on. Some of them are actually carrying weaponry, big rifles. They've obviously gone into like various places and pulled out the two big guns that they have, and you can see the big Rutai with this big friggin' big, just like big frigging flamethrower. He's wandering around, looking around, trying to do stuff. There's clearly some sort of protection rack going on here, but they obviously don't want to do it in broad daylight for everything. So they're aware that things could happen, and they are responding as
You
such.
think Clung would have gone to one of the windows and looked out?
I was actually going to ask that.
No,
No.
he may well have, but not necessarily from the window that you're looking through. No. All right.
Can I see the fourth floor from where I am?
Yes, from where you are. No, you're down by the grate, aren't you?
Well, I'm near enough to communicate with them.
Yeah, you're down near where essentially, if you're trying to get there, you're sort of like the wall is tall. You can't really see because the
Okay,
wall is
yeah,
from
that's
your
fine.
angle. You can
Yeah,
see
but
that there
I
is a
see,
tree,
yeah.
but you can't see the building.
That's fine.
I continue up to the third floor.
Yep, not a problem. There are a lot less people here,
Excellent.
but the room seems to be larger.
Okay, can I see the stairway up to the fourth floor?
You absolutely can.
Is there anyone guarding it?
There is currently no one there.
Excellent.
There are 2 entrances up there, by the way. Just heads up.
Okay, so there's currently no one at the entrance that I can see, so I nip up there.
Okay, so as you get to the bottom of the staircase and look up, you can see that there is a big caramel-coloured Rutai standing in the kind of the entranceway. You can see him like hovering in and out of the doorway, and he's just up there. You can see him just moving around.
Okay.
Just one that you can see.
Alright, I don't go up the staircase.
Did you
move
see the
as
two
if to-
entrances up there?
Yes,
I move as if to, as I'm just going, as
if you're passing.
As I'm just
You're like,
passing.
what? No, I'm not this way. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. And
What's
so
your
I
question?
gesture to
You said there were two
you to come
passageways,
over
and this
to me.
caramel guy was
Okay.
in one of the passageways.
Yes.
And was the opposite passageway in his sight,
No.
so he couldn't see the other passageway.
No.
That's an option then.
Okay, so you come over to me.
Mhm.
Alright, so I basically say, alright, thanks to your shooting, there's no way of slipping up there as sort of like just a
Yes, there
present
is.
for associates.
That's fine,
Another
but it wasn't
passageway.
anyway.
There's another
No,
passageway.
there's two. There's one guarded by this one, and the other guarded by the two
No, him
guys
said
I
there's
met.
two up here and he can't see the other one.
No, so the camera one is up the top of the stairs. Can't see down past the stairs.
Right.
There is another entrance up, which is essentially exactly the same, but you haven't investigated that yet.
Okay, well,
You can
investigate
go-
that one, I guess.
You're going to go investigate that one if you want, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be another guard there.
Probably.
Or the two guards that you saw earlier.
Worth a look.
Go ahead.
I go
Alright,
with the
you
other.
look and there is a large... It's the same chocolate brown Rutai that I spoke to you before.
Oh god.
But
Not
you
that one.
can't, he's hovering in the doorway at the top, so you can sort of see the edge of him, but he hasn't seen you.
Okay. So yeah, we're not getting up there now.
We weren't getting up there anyway.
We might have been able to get up there
We
before.
weren't getting up there anyway.
Yeah, but we
Whispering.
might. Yeah, whispering into our earpieces. But yes, but before you took the shot and they weren't on red alert, I might have been able to get up there as a present,
A gift.
a gift to appease the associates.
I'm going to communicate for you. Like, is there a way you could scale the outside of the building? If the outside's clear, no one will be able to see you.
I don't think you're going to let us out.
No, I meant from the 3rd floor, climb up onto the 4th floor.
Like go out through a window.
Yeah, climb
Yeah,
out
we
onto the
might be
balcony.
big
on
enough
the
for us
first
to
Get out of?
Yes. And from what you've seen on
Maybe.
the ground, yes, there are some windows large enough for you to climb through on the top floor.
You good at
It
climbing?
wouldn't be mission impossible, but it wouldn't be easy.
We don't have climb.
There is no climbing.
It's just dexterity or strength.
Oh, then yes, I am.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
because the
shit.
skill doesn't exist on there. If it doesn't exist on there, doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means it defaults back to a basic ability.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
shit. I'm shit at strength and dexterity. So
I'm quite good at dexterity, so
You could always watch out from
quite
below.
dexterous.
yeah, I'll watch.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are going to climb the outside of the building with an attempt to climb in through a window.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try and look into a window.
Okay.
I'm not just gonna climb straight in. Hey.
Hey, big angry Rutai with large
Okay,
weapons.
and
Hello,
what are
my name's
you-
Quinn.
And what are you doing to assist? You're just keeping an eye out, make
Keep
sure
an
that no
eye
one's
out.
looking up.
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to take a perception check for me, and we'll start off by you taking a strength check for me. You are climbing the outside of this building, and I say start off. There is
Before
going to be
we
a
do
series
this-
of challenges.
Before we do this,
Yeah.
actually,
Why do I feel uncomfortable about what you're about to propose?
are there any my size-ish people in robes around, or any robes around that I could?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I put some robes on?
You can, yes.
I want to disguise myself a little
You
bit.
would need to break into one of the rooms. It wouldn't be difficult because you could just move the door and like, oh hey, it just slid open.
I'll do that. I'm going to take some robes and put them
You
on.
find some robes, yeah. They're a bit big for you, but they would definitely
To be fair,
suffice.
they're robes.
I use some of my.
That isn't the whole point of them. To be
I use some of my rope
These
to
are
tighten it up
massive.
and make it a little bit less slack,
Okay, all right, excellent. Right,
Okay, so I'm going to take a perception check.
okay.
and then I go to the window.
We'll do
and climb.
perception check first.
Never mind, a
Botch.
botch.
Wow.
Legendary.
You reroll.
The last
Reroll
one.
your last legendary. my
No,
girl.
I haven't used one.
Yes, you have.
Oh no, she
Oh, you
didn't
didn't,
use it
no,
before. No,
I have.
we're going to.
I didn't.
Talked out of.
Not great.
Not great, but better than nothing.
5.
5.
Wow. You look out the window and you can see a couple of these people wandering around, holding weapons, but they don't appear to be looking up at you. There's probably about 2 of them, and they seem to be going around in like this pair, just wandering around this kind of like little circuit area just beneath you.
Okay.
This is what you see with a 5.
Okay. be careful. There are some people down below.
Yes. With that heads up, you are aware that you need to move sneakily like the ninja, wearing bright linen cloth
With silver
embellishments.
sparkles.
Hey, if
Black
Assassin's Creed can
possibly
do it.
would have been better.
Okay, go for it. You
If only
now
we
need to
packed
take a
our ninja
strength
garb.
check to climb out the window and begin to climb up. It's essentially this is made out of wood, so it can be easily replaced, remade. There are quite a few hand grips, so it's not
Cool.
terribly difficult, but you are
Strength.
yeah. Go strength. Go
It's
strength,
It's
Quinn.
strength shit.
Yeah. 5. I fall to my death.
You have 34 strength.
No. Mac has 34 on strength.
Oh, sorry. I
He has
was-
18.
Okay.
Wow! Oh, is your strength not bigger?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow!
I thought I was going to be using my dexterity as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we chose him because he has 40 dexterity.
Okay, go for your dex then.
Thank you. Do I use the same roll or
You
reroll?
use the same roll.
8.
8. Okay. You don't quite fall to your death. it's kind of more a case of like scrabbling more than climbing, because it's only a small pull up, so it's kind of more like whoop, whoop, whoop.
Not quite ninja.
You just manage to get handholds, and you just begin to like swing yourself from side to side and use momentum more than you use your strength to begin to climb your way up. So you sort of swing from place to place, and you get handhold on a ledge.
Sweet.
It is indeed a window ledge. Your fingers like.
Oh, we have to call a short break.
You are.
I'd like to use the loo, please.
Go take a whiz. You're not in the scene.
Yeah.
You need to ask where permission to take a whiz.
I'm not
I mean,
doing anything.
we're roughly halfway through.
Oh, we're halfway. Okay then. In that case, yes, we'll call a quick 10-minute break. Actually, it's a long 10-minute break. So it's like 11-minute time or so. Yep. All right, ladies, bitches.
Just before buffering.
Yes. And we're back!
We're
Huzzah!
nice people.
Excellent. We had a very interesting discussion, which will may potentially shortly play out. Right, so the world was buffering as you put your hands on this window frame and you pull yourself up. That will be a strength check.
Strength.
You are from side to side. You are literally trying to pull yourself up.
Legendary point. I still have one.
Do you?
I do, yeah.
He does.
I only
He
used one.
had one. He had
Oh,
one.
okay, alright.
Okay, that's better. It was only 8, but it's...
Alright, yeah, you managed to pull yourself up. It's not really difficult.
I almost died there.
My
My
god.
life flashed before my eyes, my foot slipped away.
Your life flashes, you do this, you pull yourself up, your life, you like slip. What? That was my life. Wow. In fact, you're almost like, oh, that was a life.
Boring.
Fair enough.
It's like,
Oh, well, I'm not dead. Okay, you pull yourself and you look through the window. I presume you're not going to pull yourself all the way up. You're going to
peek over.
just peek over the edge. Right, as
We
you
start
peek over
quite
the edge, inside you can see about 7 rutai. There are a couple. There is the kind of caramel coloured one. There's a chocolate one. Both opposite ends of this big room. It is a big room. It basically is the top floor. Clearly for state visitors and the such like. There is so you've got 1, 2, so you've got the chocolate one and the caramel one. You have 2 dark grey ones, both with kind of green glasses at the end of their noses. There are, so that gives you 4, there's 3. Alright, you can see a couple of paler looking ones, kind of like brown but paler brown, and you can see one which is almost entirely black.
Do I feel like I have enough time to check out their hands?
Yes, take a perception check for me.
Crit.
Alright,
Third
yes, yes. The one which is actually greyer, not as dark, seems to be missing, yes, some claws from one of their hands.
His right hand.
From his right hand, yes. The other one is almost identical as that you could tell Rutai apart, except yeah, he has claws and is slightly smaller and slightly darker in colour.
Cucumber. Very clearly saying that. It'd be so funny if I was like, come! Get ready!
Get ready, clunk.
Alright, so what are you doing
Very
now?
simple.
Your head is popped back down below the level because you can't maintain your hold up there for very long.
Right.
Now,
Well, now I know that he's definitely up
you
there.
take a perception check for me.
Exactly where he is. Well, basically just leaning against the window, I'm assuming.
12.
Nice.
The 2 that were wandering around with weapons earlier, they've kind of an immediate panic has gone down, and in their like Rutai way, they've just begin to chill. Just like they don't seem to panic anymore, and they sort of head off towards the kind of entranceway and just sort of like occasionally glance backwards and forwards, but they seem to be in the middle of a conversation now. They don't seem to pay much attention.
Okay.
I guess I will try and climb back down and report.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say for brevity's sake, you can climb back in through the window, because if the
Sweet.
worst comes to worst, Lola can catch you. Like, and then you basically you get back into the third floor without a problem.
Nice.
Did you see him?
Yeah, he's definitely up there.
Excellent.
He's definitely up there.
Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah, I'm talking to the mic.
Okay.
He started whispering.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. And there's a lot of them. So
Did you see anything that looked like documents or anything useful?
I forgot to look.
Right, the crypt to see he saw something.
But he is definitely up there.
You got a crit on the perception, right?
He could, yeah.
You can see that there are like a collection of belongings in a corner, but there's no like, I'm a big file with secret information, or I'm a file with personal
Top
information
secret.
in it. No, you just see like a bundle of collections and sleeping mats and the such like. There's no like obvious, I'm a secret file, I'm going to bring it to a temple crap here.
It's like, well, he had stuff.
I mean,
Likely contains files if he has them on his person.
what do you reckon our best option is? To try and flush him out, or just to wait until things calm down?
Wait until they calm down, I'd say.
Both.
What? How's that?
Wait until things calm down. If that doesn't work, flush him out.
Okay, well, we've got time. I mean, how long's the night cycle on this planet?
Probably about 18 hours. You're probably down to about 9 hours, shall we say.
Okay, so basically we're going to be in darkness from now on in.
You have 2 hours till dusk.
So if we want to snipe this guy, it's going to have to be done soon.
Not really. We just need light on his end.
Yeah.
The sniper
correct.
doesn't need light where he is.
Yeah.
No, but there are two dark grey guys, the only difference being a very slight difference in height and a number of fingers on his hand. So from a sniper seeing that in the dark, no matter how good the light is, that's going to be really hard.
Oh, I can do it. Shut the fuck up, I can do it.
Shut up,
No,
man.
Matt can do it.
Can Mac not just shoot them both?
Yet,
He had 3 shots.
he does have 3 shots. But apart from the fact that, just randomly killing people we don't
Well,
need to.
I don't
All
think
right,
it's
but-
against what Helena said. She said it doesn't matter about witnesses or anything.
Yeah,
So we could take them both out, that's not a
Yeah.
problem.
but it does also mean taking 2 shots. I'm sure once the first one goes
I've
down,
got
then
this.
we'll go
I've
jump
got
for it.
this.
Alright, so, I mean, if they were to, either if there was a fire, or B, they thought there was a fire, they may run out the building, which would give Mac a chance to take them outside. If you could let us know just as he's running out the building.
Yeah. Don't see why not.
Okay, because, I mean, if they rush out in a hurry, you may be either grab them if they forget about them, or if you see him, if he gets shot, you could run in there pretending to help him and then just try and swag the files and
I have the robes.
The only
Yeah.
issue with that plan, however, is if when they're trying to remove him, he'll be surrounded.
Yeah.
We have a vantage point.
I know we have a vantage point.
Shooting down on things is
I mean,
easy.
like, if you if you've disguised yourself as initiates and you run in there trying to help him, they're probably not going to stop you guys. They probably want you to help him. They're not going to know who the staff and healers are.
Yeah.
So if you
but
guys
I
are the first on the
I
scene-
expect they'll only want Rutai actually around him.
No, there's not just Rutai here in the temple.
Yes,
The
but
leader of
there's
the leader of
there's
the-
only Rutai in that room, though.
Yeah, but no, I
Yeah,
meant like
in
the
this
healers.
specific room.
Don't forget, none of them are healers. They're just trade union guys.
Yeah.
And the leader of this temple is human.
But yes, but if why would they expect healers to be going to him if he's not actually injured?
I mean, when he's leaving the building.
So you want me to take down 2 moving targets at night? Ouch.
That's why I thought we'd do it before it becomes night, like now.
Yeah, that'd be much easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because otherwise, if we leave till night, you've got to get up there, past 7 Rutai, grab the documents, and get out again. It's much easier if we do it when they're downstairs running away from the burning building.
We could find a way of injuring him. And make him require a healer.
Yeah.
We just need to find a way
I mean, do you have any explosive devices?
Not me.
Okay.
No.
If you want to go via the fire route,
Well, if we set
Then-
the building on fire, we set the building on fire, then he'll be forced to run out. You go up there, grab the documents.
That's what I was. That's what I was going to suggest. If you go and help him as a healer, so that they can identify.
Yeah, you're
him.
pretty easy to spot. White robes, flashy, gaudy crap. You can totally do that.
I'll stand next to him.
And then
I'll stand on his
Well, you
right.
sneak in the window, grab the shit, and get out.
Yeah, well, not sneak in the window, but sneak
Well,
up the
whatever you want
stairs.
to do.
Yeah.
I will do my best to stand. Do these robes have hoods?
I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Okay, my hood's
Yeah.
going to be down. When I'm standing on his right, I will put my hood up.
I could do that.
Alright.
Don't shoot me.
I'll be standing by
You
with
feel
my...
you feel more than see because you can't see him. Like him raise one eyebrow. Like.
I'll be standing by with a grenade launcher ready to blind fire over the hills if things go wrong.
Don't kill him with the grenade launcher.
No, I meant like to cause a distraction. Like
Right.
if you guys get caught in shit, I'll launch a grenade
Okay.
over the hill.
So let me nail this down. Your plan is 1, you set fire to the building. 2, Lola goes in, steals the crap.
Yep.
3, you stand next to the guy, put your hood up when Mac is to shoot.
Yes.
And what are you two doing at that time?
Well, I'm standing near enough the building to so I'm standing near the wall, so
Yeah.
A, I can relay,
Yeah.
and B, if things go wrong, I can fire a grenade over the wall to cause an explosion, distract people.
Okay, alright, yeah,
Wow.
excellent. Right, you're on distraction duties.
I'm just standing around. There's not really.
You're the relay guy.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm going to say that
Backup distraction.
you are acting as the spotter for Mac.
right.
So you've got your own basically scope which you can use to identify targets,
Okay.
so that you can help mark for Mac. So he can go, yes, this is the target. It's more that he has someone to confirm the kill with. All right.
Also, he has the power of prayer with him.
Yeah, you have the power press, so yes, you can help him re-roll.
Oh, of course.
He
Again,
would be the only one that you'd be within sight of to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. We have distraction on one side, we have spotter, we have sniper, we have setting fire to people, we have target marker, and we have stealer.
Yes.
Excellent. Okie dokie. Go for it. Tell me what you're doing.
Well, we're in the building, so I guess we're doing the fire.
Yeah, kind of.
Unless you're going to try and set a tactical fire with a grenade launcher, I'm going to go yes.
Let's not do the grenade launcher thing.
No, let's not
I
do
don't
the grenade
guarantee.
launcher.
I'm afraid I didn't bring my incendiary grenades with me.
Okay.
Do you have anything to create a fire with?
You have a lighter, I believe.
One of you has a lighter. I know that
I
Mac
don't.
has a lighter.
I
I
have a
don't.
lighter.
I don't.
Oh, in that case, you two need to start a fire the old-fashioned way.
I have a Swiss Army knife.
Are there any halves or heaters nearby?
I believe on a Swiss Army knife there is the thing that you can strike flames
Sparkers.
with. There's a sparker on them.
Yeah.
But
So
we
in
need
theory,
tinder-
yeah, you can, but it's not a
kindling
light.
for that.
You do need kindling.
This is kind of a rustic settlement, isn't it? So
Yeah.
do they have lanterns?
How light and dry are these robes?
They're very light, very dry. They're
You
robes.
don't think
I
you
mean,
need them
How
to...
how
there's plenty of
probably
them
more.
around.
Yeah.
how dry
There's bedding,
is
there's-
the wooden? Is the wood?
It's kind of, you're in a rainforesty type place, so it's not like really dry.
So if I set a spark, if I set a spark,
You would
then
need
when-
to set a
You'd need
fire
kindling,
within the
so-
building, and then the building would catch.
Okay, so
But you'd
Shall
also
we-
need to hide it for a while, because if someone came on it when it was newly started, they could put it out quite easily.
Yes.
yeah,
So you'd need almost a whole room to be on fire before.
Probably need a couple of rooms.
So start a
To
fire,
be
go out,
fair,
close
you
the
could
door, and then
start.
wait in another room.
You could easily, like being that you're optional, you could easily start a fire on the second or third floor, because where people's possessions are. You could easily set fire to those, and then the internal wooden like sliding walls, which act as doors, they would go up like a piece of.
could
Yeah.
we not do it on the bedrooms that are on the third floor, so we don't
You
have to go
absolutely
down?
can, yeah.
The third floor's more abandoned, isn't it? There's less
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
around,
there's less
so
people up here.
less chance it would be noticed until it was properly raging.
Exactly.
Also, less chance anyone else being caught in it.
Yeah,
So I say we set at least 2 fires just
in
to be
two,
sure.
in 2 of the bedrooms.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you two starting the fire with? You have your sparker,
Yep.
which you could definitely set fire to, like clothing and bedding and stuff. It would take a while, but you could definitely do it. It'd be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I will make you make a roll for that. What are you doing to create a fire? What have you got? Do you have a Swiss Army knife
I
also?
do not have anything. Oh, I do have a Swiss Army
Yeah,
knife. I
then
think we
you
all
have
do.
a sparker, so
Yeah.
you'd have the same thing. Okay, I need you both to take.
Does my interrogation kit have any matches?
No,
Damn.
no. We have the discussion about the interrogation kit. The items within your interrogation kit can only be used for interrogation.
I know
Technically that's like rule things, but we haven't specified what's in there because we are not going into the specifics of a torture kit.
In the tool belt, is there something I could use to sort of like?
It's just a belt.
No. So your Swiss Army knife has a sparker equipment on it. So basically, you only do one bit and then. And that's how you create spark. So everything you need is on that.
Okay. Cool.
If I remember my Swiss Army knives correctly.
If
you can get them.
This one does.
Depends.
Okay.
This one does. If not.
So do you want to take one down
Do
on
like
the left
opposite
side?
corners if possible.
Yeah, and then hide in the middle ones.
Yeah, makes sense. Near a stairs
I
somewhere
need
so
to
you can
hide.
see when they're coming down.
Yeah.
Okay, I need you both to take I don't know, I think there's a particular knack to doing the firelighting, so I'm going to go dexterity on that. It's a muscle memory thing. I'm going to go dexterities on those.
Well, endurance for a survival check.
I'm going to legendary reroll.
That's your 5th botch today.
Yeah, I know.
That's your last legendary, I
I
believe.
know.
I rolled a 9.
I kind of need it though.
Okay.
Might want to save for later, to be honest. You've got one fire going.
You have one fire going, yeah. Did you botch?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then you go
Fire's
so
going.
far.
If you find something, you could just find an electrical appliance and overheat it.
That would be quite difficult to do in the time frame.
Yeah.
By the time that would happen, the fire's already gone.
Okay, better.
Wow.
12.
Alright, okay, yeah, you both pretty easily start these fires. You're hiding and you're not. Is that correct?
I have no need to hide.
You have
I
no
have
need to.
ropes.
You hiding, I need you to make a sneak check for me. It's going to be quite... No, it's going to be like an everyday check, really, because people are panicking and running around, but at the same time, you do stand out.
Yep.
Thank you.
5.
5. Okay, I'm going to put on some peril music right now.
Oh dear.
You are in peril. Let's do House of Leaves, because that sounds rad for what the fuck we're doing right now. Okay,
I like the crackling fire.
yes, that's perfect. Thank you very much, Father. Okay, right.
I'm just going to say for the thing, if you need a distraction, just give the word. And stay away from the windows.
Okay, so this fire is raging.
Sweet.
Yeah, you've hidden it and you've got a 5. It's not the greatest check, and a few people look at you oddly as you curl up in the corner, and then is that fire? Oh my god, it's fire! And this huge, basically this roar as the fire goes up, and the peril music's perfect with that fire right now, at least on my end anyway. So yeah, the fire is raging, people are beginning to scream and yell, and they're trying to move things out of the objects and out the pathway, and you see the caramel coloured one come down at the shout of fire, which is universal, ah! Holy crap, in every language known in every system, and he comes down to check what the hell's going on, and it smells the smoke and the fire, and he bundles his way back upstairs. A few moments later, you see these 2 grey rutai being bundled by all their surrounding pairs. The big black one, the kind of the one with the slightly 2 brown looking ones, the big sandy one and the chocolate looking one. They've basically bundled these 2 grey ones, and they've separated them out, so there's one grey with one grey with the next set, and they're bundling them. They're being pushed down the stairs at a very rapid pace.
Try and get ahead of them, but this way.
Yes, they just begin to follow you. Oh, there's a healer. That's it. They go straight off and they follow you down. There's no reason at this particular moment they would disbelieve you. They bucket their way down the stairs. Most people are trying to help put out the flames, but it's just basically catching it. It's going too fast, and there are people milling around, but the targets have gone. What are you doing?
Get out.
I need to get rid of
The fire is raging. The smoke is beginning to fill your lungs.
I run up the stairs. I head to the stairs.
Okay, you head to the stairs.
Probably taking it with them.
You what, sorry?
It's so funny.
Well,
if
you're
they
with
take
them. Have they got bundles on them?
I don't know.
Okay.
Do it first.
As you begin to bundle up the stairs, you feel like these strong hands grab hold of you. They're not hands; they're more like claws. And these 2 and this Iris catch you by the shoulders, and he's trying to pull you. It's trying to pull you down and away from going upstairs.
No, my baby!
My baby!
Okay.
He has no comprehension what you just said.
Knee him in the
And
guns.
it's basically trying to pull you back
There is
and down.
seconds.
Taking the post grapple if you're trying to break free.
Yeah.
I have to come up with a stat for it.
6.
5.
Nice.
You just break free, and it begins to follow you up the stairs, and then there's like, and it spins around and goes back down. So it's like bugger you, and it's
Fuck
off.
that.
Yeah, it's like fuck you, and it's gone. Yeah.
Thank God. Okay,
Alright.
so I get to the 4th floor.
You
and
get
I
to
go
the 4th floor. The smoke is beginning to rise, and you're beginning to feel the heat. So we're going to stay with Lola for a minute, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So yes, you see this room. It's full of sleeping mats. There are belongings, not exactly strewn everywhere, but there are clearly like 7 different piles of stuff near different beds.
Okay. I go to the nearest bed and go to search their belongings.
Take a perception check for me. See if we can help narrow this down.
Excellent. 13.
Okay, as you look around, you sort of see that some of these, the first bed you come to has more like a caramelly coloured fur, which just leftovers on it. It's clearly they've been here for like a day or two.
Yeah.
And you bump your way along and you find that there are two grey ones are in the centre too. Well, being that there's 7, but yeah, the centre 2, you can see the grey ones.
Okay.
You can see that their packs are fairly similar to one another, but they're not big. They're not big packs. This has clearly been a pilgrimage of some sort. And the packs, you deduce you could probably carry them both, but it would be difficult to get out with both. You could do it, but it wouldn't be easy. And the building is on fire. So either you need to find a way to narrow down which one it is,
Any
or
documents?
just go.
Yeah.
Can I
Do you
look?
see anything?
Can I look through one of the bags and see if I can see
Okay,
the documents?
so I'm going to let you write that 12. So you open the first one, you pull it apart, and you see that there are clearly, you find like bunches of keys, you find a couple of equivalent flash drives, and not flash drives, we know them, but they're similar to you know what these were. You see a couple of these, you see letters written in Rutai, you see letters written in trade. If you open up the second pack, you find that there is not so much of this, it just seems to be more clothing and stuff. Almost identical to the first pack, but doesn't have all these extra things in them.
I take the extra things and put them into my bag.
Okay, so you have some flash drives.
Flash drives?
Do you want to write this down?
Yeah.
I would have just put them into a sleeping bag and launched them out the window.
So that you put them in the bag.
Yeah, but she's got them on her now, so she
Yeah.
needs to
So you got a couple
Yeah,
of
but if she
flash
dies.
drives. You have a bunch of keys.
I love the emotions.
Keys,
That's
yeah. You have, hang on, flash drives, keys. You have letters written in Rutai and letters written in trade. I need you to make a physical endurance check for me, please.
Okay, I'm glad I bumped my endurance up.
Quite good at that. Did you bump?
No.
You should do.
Yeah.
How do I bump
All of these
them?
are +1 basically then.
Yep.
Okay, so
There are extra ones on all those.
okay, so I've already got 8.
5. That's
5.
including
That's that.
No, so that 5 should already include it.
Okay, so 5.
So it would just be +1, so it'd be a 6 or
Yep, so 6 plus, whatever you roll.
5 plus
7.
whatever you roll.
5 plus 7.
12.
12. There we go.
Alright, you begin to feel that horrible tickling thing at the back of your throat that you're basically beginning to inhale too much smoke.
Okay.
You have, at your guess, maybe 30 seconds to get out of this building.
Okay. What?
Windows!
Yeah, I run to the nearest window and.
Okay, you run to the nearest window. You can see, as you're standing there looking which window to go through. Onto your left, you can see that there are a bunch of smaller windows which will jump you down into that courtyard where you first came in. You look out to the right. There is like a large paved circle, which you think, nah, jumping in is stupid. You look straight ahead of you and you see a bunch of windows and you see the big tree.
I go towards those windows and I go to jump into the tree.
Okay, so you open the window. It's a pretty big window. You can stand on the ledge. You're going to need to make a dex jump to save your life.
Okay.
No pressure. But you are 4 stories high.
And
You
I
also
don't
have
have
no
any
legendary
legendary.
You are about 40-ish feet in the air.
Don't
The
dodge.
tree is not that far away, but you are fucking high.
If you
Okay.
miss the tree, aim for a Rutai.
I'm nervous for you. Go for it.
It wasn't a botch. It was not a
wasn't a
botch.
It wasn't a watch.
It wasn't a box.
It's a 5.
It's a 5.
It's a 5.
It's a 5, yeah.
Wow! Oh, jeez. Okay, this tree is pretty fucking huge, and there are big branches, and you think, I'm gonna aim for that branch, and you jump forward, you wrap your arms around it, but you just slip, and your back smacks into the branch below you, and you basically begin to fall and tumble. You let go of. No, you're wearing your pack, aren't you? Yeah, don't worry about that. Alright, so as you basically tumble, you smack chest first onto the next branch, but you just managed to grow a hold of grip. You were probably about 15 feet off the ground.
Oh my god.
Probably
I need
drop.
you to take some damage. You are taking
Damage,
some
yeah.
damage, I'm afraid.
Alright, that's fine.
You're not dead.
Oh,
Not
my
dead.
boob.
You are not dead. What is your hit points?
13.
Eesh. Alright, to be fair, I'm rolling a d12.
Okay.
You may get away with this.
It can't be done.
You
Oh.
take 11
11.
damage.
Ouch! You are fucked up.
You just fall like 20
Your,
foot in a tree.
when you basically
Yeah.
jump forward and you grab something, you smack down, hit your back, you felt your back crack, and you think,
Ooh.
oh no, that's going to be an injury for life.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, oh fuck. And as you slide off and you hit first, you go face first onto the next branch and you break your nose, you feel your teeth crack.
You hit every branch you found at the open tree.
No, you didn't. There are a lot more branches.
Where's that sexy thing? Let's cross that.
She can retain sexy. You can retain sexy with scarves.
You
Thank you very much.
Walking
Good luck
around with
yourself.
Plus,
a
I'm sure-
hunchback and a like squash knife.
Plus, I'm sure I can
Sexy
be
missing
healed.
both your
Yeah,
front
you
teeth.
absolutely can heal, yes. So you're holding onto this.
Yeah.
There is blood in the back of your mouth. You've definitely swallowed some blood. You can feel that your teeth have either cracked or severely going to be need to be replaced.
Okay.
Your nose is broken. You can feel that blood running down the back of your throat. You're holding onto this branch. You're 15 feet in the air.
Okay.
What do you do?
Scream. Ow!
No, I am able to just continue to hang on to the tree.
Yeah, but you're 15 feet in the air.
You can probably
There is a
hang and
burning
drop.
building right in front of you, and you're holding onto a wood tree. It would be difficult to burn, but it could.
Is there a way for me to sort of like climb down the tree?
Yes, take another dexterity check.
Oh.
But you're almost 6 foot tall. You can hang and drop.
You
I mean,
could,
it'll hurt
but there
with your
is
back
a
injury.
branch beneath you. You could drop onto that and drop that to the ground. That will probably save you taking any more damage.
Yeah. Can I do that?
You can try.
Do I need
You
to
could
roll?
try.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah. It's not a difficult check, but I want to see if you dodge.
What?
Fuck!
Jesus! I think you're dead. Or
Right,
unconscious at least.
I've got this, but the blood in the back of your throat, just as you drop that, and your feet slide out from underneath you, you hit the deck head first, and you fall unconscious.
No more hit points though.
You are at.
You're in the right place for this.
You are. It's like getting sick in a hospital. Not a great idea, but probably the best.
Look at that, get outside, but
You
holy
are
shit, what
at
happened?
-2.
-2.
You are unconscious.
And it looks like you've been beaten in the face with a
Wow,
big baseball bat.
okay. Let's leave Lola bleeding to death over the side, shall we? And let's make our way over to yourself, to Quinn. What's going on, Quinn?
Okay, well, I'm leading them downstairs.
Yep.
I
They
want to lead them.
are following you. The kind of
So-
big chocolatey ones, like giving you a bit of a weird look, but he might recognise you. But he's
He's in a
busy
rush.
thinking- Yeah, he's in a rush.
I'm assuming they can see. I know where Matt can see.
Yes, you know exactly where Matt could see.
You've identified which one of them is missing the claws, yeah.
Not
I
at the
did
moment.
previously.
Not at the moment, because you did see them and now they've disappeared again. Take a perception check for me so you can get the colour of their fur. You did notice there was a slight difference.
Ooh, it's not terrible. It's pretty terrible. I've only got to 8.
You can't quite tell.
Damn.
Sorry. Alright, so yeah, they've been bundled down, they've been taken out. You can see all of the other healers are basically rushing away. Some of them are rushing back in with buckets of water, but you have a feeling the fire is probably a bit too much out of control. You set this fire, you know what damage
Know what
you're
I'm
doing with
doing.
this. You have burnt a temple of Barson, you bastard.
Not only
so,
the biggest building in the Temple of Bath. It wasn't even like the little building, it was like
It's
the
fine.
biggest.
little one you would have made a
Means to
stare.
an end.
Alright, so yeah, you. Oh my god, you bastard! You lead them down, and you get them down to the bottom ground, and you lead them out into the circuit, into the sort of furrow. And once the kind of the Rutai in charge, the big the kind of caramel-looking one, looks around, realises actually there's no more an assassination attempt. The building is on fire, and he's a bit concerned with that, but he's also kind of trying to keep an eye on his charge. And you realise that he's paying more attention to one than the other, and he's paying more attention to one that he is not with.
Ah. Is there any direct route that I can go stand next to this one? That it's not
You
with?
could definitely wiggle your way in there and attempt, but he's currently being like mobbed by the other guys, so you would need to separate him out a little bit.
Okay, what, can I get them out into the open? Just
They are
flare up?
they're down in that kind of like entrance. When you first came in, you had the choice of going right or going left. They're in that kind of like area right by the entrance.
Of the courtyard.
Oh yeah.
Can
The
Matt
entrance
see
to the
that
temple
area?
area. Matt can see that, yes.
Excellent. So I'll take him out. I just want to be like, oh, head count.
The kind of the big like caramel one, just like they look so
In trade,
like
this is.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and there's like we're here. There are 7.
7. 1, 2, 3. Can't quite see you back there. Do you wanna?
Take and manipulate for me. No, take a straight charisma.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
4.
Alright.
He's doing a realistic thing.
I know, yeah, I know. That's why I'm making the check really easy, but it's not quite the same as finding a box in a pile of big boxes. It's a little bit more difficult than that. They are trying to protect this guy. But something about what you're wearing and the fact that some of the other priests have come now and they're now beginning to like grab hold of people and check them over physically for wounds. They kind of do begin to naturally separate a little bit when they do head cams. Like, okay, there's clearly nothing. There's no assassin going on. The guy who got shot in the gut, clearly that was just
An accident.
An accident or something odd, and they don't really want to let them go, but they're kind of the big Rutai, the elderly Rutais are like bustles past, like, what do you think's going on? He's almost perfect English. He can tell that you're human. So
Can I see his hand?
I am perfectly fine, and he puts his hand out. Yes, that's right hand.
So, could I just have a very quick check over, just so we know? We want to make
I'm
sure
fine.
you're fine.
I mean,
and I want to step next to
he
him.
turns
and just
back. He's
pop
like,
my hood up.
where's your? And as he does that, his hood goes up. Can you take an attack roll for me, please? As Mac.
As Mac.
As Mac. I don't want Rogue to roll as Mac. That would be
So it's
unfair.
+7.
What?
Is Mac using a legendary point?
I
This is
think
up to
Mac
you
should
two.
use a
This is
legendary
up
point.
to you two.
Why would he not?
Wait, you already
yeah,
rolled.
go on then.
Okay.
You already rolled. I can't
Okay.
really add
Well,
that afterwards.
can we see the outcome before we say legendary
No,
point?
you
or
have
not?
to tell whether you're using a legend point before you roll. Not
No, I mean
after.
after the roll. So to re-roll, if we see the outcome of this
If
and then
you
say it didn't
re-roll,
work,
if you re-roll,
you do it before the outcome.
You have to do it before you find the outcome, yeah.
No, you don't. No, so we're not
Okay.
D&D. Ugh. You can find. Oh shit! No, actually, I'm going to change my mind and re-roll that. That's perfectly fine. But if you wanted to use the legendary points to give you bonuses, you have to use that before you've
Yeah.
rolled.
Yeah, that's
No,
fine.
yeah, no, that's just to.
So what did you get then?
Would have been a 11.
You standing there, you hear. Not you hear. Yes, you hear. You hear like the kind of crack of gunfire off in the distance, and just before you hear that, you hear something rustle behind you, as it hits the ground and bounces off the thing.
Legendary roll.
Legendary!
Legendary re-roll.
You don't need to re-roll because the
Oh.
shot has taken place.
Oh, okay. So that is the case then, yes.
So legendary, you
Oh, wait.
can now roll with a
I
legendary.
think we should do another shot of legendary
Yes,
point.
he's missed. He's missed on the first shot. He missed by millimetres because if I don't say it, then Thirsty will yell at me.
Legendary. Okay, the same but +2.
So 13.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. You are standing as a big beacon next to him. There is a fire at the back, which is kind of outlining everything. This thing is slightly darker. Mac has had a shot. He basically knows which way the wind is now blowing.
Adjusting.
He is adjusted perfectly fine, and he gets this thing square in the throat. And you see this like stiffening and a shaking, and you basically see him hit the ground, and the back of his neck has been blown out.
I feign panic. I go, oh shit!
A
I'm assuming I've
universal
just been
phrase
like,
in all languages. Oh shit!
I'm assuming I've just been like coated in his blood a little bit as
Yes,
well, being right
yeah,
next
you're
to him.
standing next to him. It's only sort of like scratched out like the side of you. It's kind of more blown backwards out of everything.
Okay.
And it's basically, path, his neck is just exploded across the back.
And okay, I'm going, oh shit, and just like call attention to as many healers as possible and try and meld into them.
Okay. Take a sneak check for me.
Excellent.
Are you out of legendary points?
Yeah,
It
Okay.
is, yeah.
but I'm quite good at sneak. And I
Oh.
rolled a 10.
Yes.
16.
Alright, yeah, you blend in like the best Assassin's Creed ever. You blend in, you back up, almost sortily, and you turn around and like, oh yeah, I've got this. And you
The
basically
robes
just
drop
walk
off.
away, yeah.
As I walk away.
Yeah, you basically managed to get out of these ropes without
Ah.
having dropped your ropes. You now look nothing like you did before. Alright,
Lola, where are you?
you hear nothing. You hear nothing.
Okay, well I drop the ropes and I stop before I leave and go, Lola?
You hear disquietingly nothing.
Okay, I stop. I turn back in. So I'm not leaving a person behind, regardless of how horrible I am.
You guys are also aware that Lola has not responded.
Oh
Oh yeah, Mac's response was, "Rah! Fuck yeah!"
We haven't. I was like, I haven't heard from Lola since she was at the top of the building. I don't know if she got out.
She didn't indicate that she'd
No.
gotten anything.
Would
neither-
we have heard the
she
sound
has
of her
not.
falling
No,
out the tree?
no, she wouldn't have.
Because
Because
you know
you-
that's always broadcasting.
No,
Okay.
no. We're going to go with no in this situation.
Okay.
There is a lot
Why
going
we
on at
put our
once.
hand to our ear?
Yeah, there is a lot going on at this moment. You probably would have picked out that. Actually, no. Take a perception check for me. You can both take perception checks. You can't because you're too busy, but
yeah.
you can. Someone roll for Mac as well, please.
I was about to say, would Mac...
Actually, I'm going to go with no Mac because he's too busy taking the shot.
True. You already got 9. Yeah, true. 12. Nice.
What did you get?
3.
You hear Soddle. You hear the crack of gunfire. You think you might have heard something that wasn't quite something being on fire, but you can't be 100% sure. There is a lot going on at once, so...
Oh, look, do you want to check around, see if you can, like, you know, see any bodies being dragged out or anything?
That's basically what I'm doing, walking back in.
You're walking
Well,
back into the burning building?
No, not into the building, no, not at all. I'm walking like back into the courtyard because I was
Okay,
on
yeah.
my way to the exit and I
Yeah,
went, and
that's
then
fine.
she didn't respond, so I stopped and turned back.
Okay.
The robes are gone.
The road's done.
So I went,
All
I'm
right,
a completely different person to everyone.
Okay, so tell me where you're looking and I will tell you what you see.
Basically, I'm going
I'm
to
going to
walk.
put Peril on, version 2. Okay.
I have like a light jog around the, like a somewhat panicked because something's just gone down.
Me on the floor.
Run around,
Yeah, you are completely... Yeah, you're facing upwards, you're bleeding to death currently.
checking around, trying to find, basically just looking for her in every place I can. So I've run around the
Okay,
court.
so if you're
around
running
the
around this building, you can't see anything. I'd say it'd be fair that you look up at some point. Take a perception check for me. You're looking up at the 4th floor.
Not bad. That's a 9.
Okay, as you're running around this building away from the courtyard where all the madness is going on, where an assassination has just taken place, and you've dropped your robes and
I
you
see a
wander
squirrel
around.
go.
Yeah, you wander around you wander around the side of the building. So you're looking at the 4-story building, and the 2-story building is sort of off to a bit further to you. You look up and you see that when the windows is open, and you see that there is a blood mark on one of the branches halfway down.
I look directly down below this.
You can't see the ground because there is a fence there.
Ah, damn it.
There's like an 8-foot fence.
Is there a way that I can get into this area?
You can climb the fence. It's 8 foot now.
I'll climb the fence.
It's a run and jump, but you could do it. So take a dexterity for me. Or a strength. Your choice.
Dexterity.
You're going to wall run.
9.
It's tough. You wall run part way up and you
Grab my leg, pull it over.
you get it on and you basically...
You crush the nuts on the way
It
over.
takes you a long time and you're really glad that no one's watching you because it's much it's like every single person because strength is not your strong suit and you attempted to wall run up this and you kind of climb it and you basically get there and you get one arm over and you're looking down and you can see Lola's
Mangled
from what
body.
you're aware lifeless body in front of you and you basically hold one leg up and you can either fall over the edge with absolute grace and skill or you can attempt to drop down with, you know,
It's only 8 foot.
he's only 8 foot, yeah, it's entirely up to you.
Yeah, I have to drop down.
You go drop down. Right, so as soon as you see her, you barrel roll over the top. Okay, you see Lola's potentially lifeless body.
I go up to Lola's potentially lifeless body.
Take a medic check for me.
8.
8.
Yeah.
She's breathing. It's not good.
Hmm.
And she has a very large welt on the side of her head.
Is she on her back or on her front?
She's on her back currently.
She's on her backpack.
She's on her backpack, yeah.
Would you seriously take my backpack and
No,
run?
I was going to check to make sure you got what we need.
Lola is unconscious. With your check of 8, you know that she's probably going to have a concussion if she wakes. But other than that, all you know is she's breathing and unconscious. Her face is mangled to fuck. She can see that there is the beginning of a large bruise across her arms. And yeah, she's lying on her back. It's probably you can tell right now.
Is there anyone in this area that I can... A healer, perchance.
Yes,
I could
okay.
be like,
Have you found her?
I found her.
Yeah, I'm asking.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, she's unconscious.
Oh,
Can you get her up?
Is she alright?
It doesn't look like it.
Is she going to get up?
Not on her own.
Shit.
what exactly happened?
Well, looking at the tree, she made a jump.
Shit.
Right, you two get in there. Go help him now. Bring her back. We can't leave her behind. We can't leave it there. Go now.
probably won't see
now.
you.
Alright,
I'm
yeah.
scattered enough from my cane.
There's a lot of shit going down. They probably won't see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be fair, we could say we saw the smoke and came at help.
Okay, so you two are walking, running. Mac has basically ordered you to fucking
I'm
run.
gonna
but
run
it's
in
entirely
with
up to
my
you.
cane.
I'm going to run in there.
Okay, I need you both to take dexterity checks for me, please.
Nice.
Yeah. 14.
9.
Alright, out of 14, you were some distance away from him, but you basically both arrive at the same time. The idea that one of your crewmen are potentially dying is like, oh, fuck this shit. Maybe they need the Lord. Alright, I'm going to say for brevity's sake that that Quinn is able to direct you to her if you're staying where you are.
I will, yeah.
Okay, because
Needs
the idea of
documents.
moving someone who's passed out on the floor probably not good because you look she's fallen from
What
the
did
tree.
you say?
She could have broken her back.
Yeah, she could be badly injured, so I'm not going to move her. but I
Alright,
am
so
gonna wait by
with
the documents.
when you get there, you see that all these people are busy basically trying to carry away
I
these
see.
corpses, checking people over. There's lots of screaming and running around and chaos and stuff. You
I assume
basically
talking
sneak
to
by
him on the
unnoticed.
mic, we just...
Yeah,
direct
you basically
directions.
find the way. You find out where he's climbed the fence, and you both take dexterity or strength to climb the wall. So climb this fence.
Yeah, I get like a 13.
Okay.
Yeah, 13.
With what? Dexterity or strength?
Strength.
Strength?
Dex.
Dex. Okay. You will run up there like he didn't manage. You're like, "Whoop, whoop," and you basically jump over. You just like,
Okay.
"Whoop, whoop," and pull yourself over and flip down the other side. You make it down without a problem. All right. So yes, you both see Lola there, basically
Okay,
unconscious,
first-
laying on her pack.
First aid check.
Okay. So do medic check for me, please.
Nice.
11.
11.
Okay.
She's probably going to come round, but she's going to need a lot of help.
Okay.
And whether or not there will be any mental repercussions, you don't know. There is a huge welt on her head.
Okay. I'll try and patch her up a little bit.
Yes, you can try, but it's going to be difficult.
Okay.
I'm going to throw it at you because she's in a bad way.
Yep.
Just saying, we are in a temple of healers. You probably don't know who we are.
Well, they... Yeah, I mean, they did...
Take a medic check for me.
You do have a legendary point, though.
I'm going to use a legendary point.
Okay.
That's better. What was it? Sorry? Medic check.
Yeah, medic.
So it's 9.
9. Okay, roll. What's your medic skill rank thing? Your actual ranks.
My medic rank is 1.
Okay, roll a d6 for me and add your medic skill total.
Medic. 2. So 5.
Okay, as you basically administer this very quick first aid, you basically dab some water on her to cool her down. You begin to apply a poultice to her face and kind of begin to basically apply working on that. There's not much you can do for her broken nose, much you can do for her jaw currently.
Mm-hmm.
And as you begin to apply this and basically waft some sort of smelling salts under her nose, you all breathe a huge sigh of relief as Lola goes, it comes back into consciousness. You are taking 2 levels of suffering.
Okay.
You are fucked.
Excellent.
So that's -2 to everything you roll.
Yes.
Excellent.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm not. You fell out of a tree.
Do
Don't
you get any
worry.
health back?
Stop making your legs so
Yes,
long.
you get 3 health back.
you
To count for the
become
-2.
Okay, so I'm back up to 11.
So,
What?
huh?
No,
No,
you get 3 health
you
back.
get
You're
3
on
health.
-2.
So if you're on -2, you're on 1.
No, she was on -2 and then you rolled, what, 5?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you
So you get 3.
Okay, yeah.
You're up to 3.
Right.
You get 5 health, you're up to 3.
Yes. Because you're at -2.
can you move?
It's painful, but yes.
Just
She will need help.
Just
I'm
about.
saying
Can you help me out?
Yeah, we'll give you, I'll get under one arm and kind of help you up and assume someone else and grab the other side.
Anyone want to
I
help?
will.
Anyone?
Both of you just sit
Anyone
there
you
going...
think?
I've done my bit.
I know you don't know how you're feeling, but
He
please.
does use a stick, so...
Yeah, he's got a cane. And
He's got a cane,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. He
I'm
had a
gonna-
cane, but he still got here the same time the guy who was closer and younger and fitter got there before.
I
think we should,
Can I actually lend her my cane?
Of course you may, yeah.
I'm going to take your backpack off you.
No.
But
I'm afraid you'll run away.
I think you would probably, at the moment, the relief of not having that pack on your back would be immensely great
Yeah,
right now.
you're
Okay.
carrying heavy weight.
You are carrying a lot of weight and you are pretty injured.
So,
As I say, you've got yourself basically a permanent back injury now. Your nose is broken, your jaws feel like fuck, and your chest basically took the biggest hit. Your head is throbbing.
Okay.
we probably want to get out of here if we can.
Probably want to go to the medic centre first.
I'm just thinking if we get questioned here, we did all turn up just at the same time some guy was killed, and we were told to get out of the temple immediately.
We do need to get out of here.
Yeah.
quietly.
Yeah.
We can get you to a medical centre outside of it. It's not that far to the ship.
Okay.
Where the fuck is she?
I'm here. I'm here.
Fuck for that. Someone could have told me.
Probably more
I'm
of
guessing
that.
Max walked within range now.
Mac is on his way, yes.
Okay, tell him we'll
As close as possible.
Uh,
Tell him. You tell him.
Mac, have you dumped that gun? Oh, yeah, Mac, have you dumped it yet?
I'm not dumping this gun. This gun is sweet.
Fuck's sake.
They
Cucumber.
don't need the
Yeah.
gun.
If I've lent my cane to Lola,
Yep.
does she have any less?
It
What
will help her out.
assistance does it-
Yeah, basically, it will help her out the same as if someone had their arm underneath her.
Okay.
So she'll be able to go at similar speeds, but not
Okay.
great.
Okay.
She will
Okay.
still need assistance.
We're going to try and cheese it out of here
Okay,
as quickly as we can.
Okay.
Otherwise-
Let's just get.
you have
get
a
out of
choice over one of the fences or through the gate. The
Through
gate
the
leads you
gate.
in the wrong direction. Alright,
We're not going to have
you go
her
out
out
through
of
the
fence.
gate. You go out through the gate and you see a lot of healers rushing to and from. You actually spot Ben running to and from. He's trying to help who he can, where he can. It's clear that there's not much that he could do for the dude with no throat, but he's going to give it a go anyway. This is Barson, and it could be a miracle. But we don't believe those here, so no, fuck that guy. You basically managed to make your way out. I would like everyone to take a sneak check for me, please, unless you're brazenly walking out.
Well, I'm helping her, so I can't.
So I'm sneaking while assisting her,
11.
which I'm going to blame my fantastic roll of 4 on my stealth check for.
7.
I don't have much skill in stealth.
4.
11.
Wow, okay, between you basically just about managed to make the pass thanks to the 11 mostly. So Quinn's actually got his eye out like and go. And he basically you begin to push on him, not sneak around, but he hangs around just a little bit longer because you
Ennis,
three have
distraction.
been spotted. You
Middle of
know,
the crowd.
oh god.
No, I'm
It's up to
supporting her, I'm
you.
not
You
gonna
can
stop.
blow it if you want. It's there.
No,
We
the body
don't
needs
need
to
it,
be
we've got
intact.
away.
Sorry. Scratch that.
We've got it.
It doesn't.
So does it need to know what shot it?
Yeah,
Assuming
it's been
it's a
attacked
reason.
enough, but
It's a reason why they needed to use a particular gun. They need to be able to analyse the bullet.
gotta try. Alright, okay. Okay, fair enough. You guys make it out because of, basically because of the 11. You managed to spot something. And get you guys through. You basically get yourselves back into the bush. Matt comes over and he puts his arm under Lola and takes the other side and supports her. Thrusts the gun at Ennis and basically you
Oh,
guys.
cheers. We're we're not going to be going near that the bit of the underground, the area I put the remote bomb on. Are we? We're
Yeah.
not getting
No,
close to that.
You're not, I'm afraid.
Would I be within range to blow it?
For what reason?
Well, yeah.
Because I don't want to leave behind evidence
Alright.
that we were here.
Okay,
Mm.
you can try it. You can press the button and we'll see whether it's close enough.
Do you reckon it's a good idea? I don't really want to leave evidence that we were here, and if they manage to track that bomb back to me, that could be a problem.
Oh.
Is there a way of tracking the bomb back to you?
I
You
just
would
no
know
idea.
as a bomb maker,
Yeah.
any bombs made, basically the way you make them can identify a bomb maker.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like a fingerprint. It's like the
Yeah.
same way that people hack, the same way that people build bombs, the same way
Beep.
people write. Right. You beep and like beep, and then it boom, it's like an explosion goes off. Sort of off and around the corner, and you think that's my cue to fuck off
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, you blow the bomb.
we're getting the hell out of here.
Bye,
Back to the ship.
temple.
All right,
See you again.
you-
wasn't it?
Waving bye to the
you
temple,
blow it.
father.
Yeah. So, are you guys heading back to the ship, or what are you
Yes.
doing?
We're heading back to the ship to cheese the hell out of him and get her to a hospital.
Wow. Okay. Excellent.
Does
Right.
it sound better?
You
Cheesy
make
butt
your
bender.
way to. I would like. Alright, so I'm going to assume that Mac is helping Lola because
Yeah.
Mac is basically NPC right now, so he's going to do the boring shit.
I'm preparing
Um,
to
Thanks.
in the. I've got the gun back in the case again,
Yep.
but I'm preparing to dump it the first time someone's chasing us because
Yep, no problem.
I don't really want to be
I
caught with this weapon.
need. Who did I pick on last time? You to make a perception check for me. I'm going to say that at the moment, because Mac is helping, you're essentially in the lead and being spotter.
4.
A 4. Wow. Okay. I'm going to say, for the love of God, you two roll perception for me. I want to give you as much chance as possible.
It's like botch central today. This is not
What
a
is
good
going
day.
on?
Wow.
I've only rolled a couple of botches. It's just everything else I've rolled
What
the
did you get,
average
Father?
roll, which
7.
is 4 or so.
7.
I've rolled about 6 botches.
You rolled about 6 botches.
got
Okay,
like
with
3
a
crits.
7. Wow. Okay. With naffle and a botch. You don't notice the large creature that's following up behind you until it is inches from you, and Lola feels this kind of like hot breath on the back of her neck. And then Mac feels the hot breath on the back of his neck, and he turns around and is like,
Is
"What
that-
the fuck are you people doing?" And this big, I can only describe it as like a
Dog?
as like a jet. As a dog. It's a dog. No, it's
A big fluffy dog.
big fluffy dog. No, fuck
A
it.
pretty
You
fluffy
see
dog.
a ginormous fluffy bunny standing behind you. Its fur is as black as the void outside. Its eyes are as red as the pits of hell, and there is slobber coming from his little fangs, which are just so tiny and cute. And he's dripping in big strings to the ground, and he's like.
I'm gonna.
From my mangled state on Mac's shoulder, it's adorable.
I'm gonna. Yeah. It had to be inches away, didn't it?
Yeah.
God damn it! Can we have something that's more than like a foot away from the other party member, so my
Okay.
grenade launcher can be useful?
It feels like an inch, but as they turn around, you realise as they back up a bit, it's maybe a foot and a half.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Get down! Put the grenade launcher at it.
I need you guys to make a dexterity roll for Mac, please. You don't have a choice in the matter, I'm afraid.
Excellent.
We are not rolling well tonight. 6.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna try that again.
It's his
Pray,
legendary,
pray,
it's not
pray,
yours.
pray,
Huh?
pray,
Oh,
pray,
pray.
pray.
Of
You
course
can
it is.
pray. You have half an hour.
I do
Pray,
pray.
pray, man.
Pray
Pray
for everyone.
Pray.
Pray to the god of dice that we stop rolling botches. Yes,
Better.
that's better.
What'd you get?
So 14.
All right, so Lola, you feel yourself get knocked to the ground, and it really hurts. But Mac is basically pinning you to the ground and protecting you best you can.
Okay.
Take your attack roll, man. What are you shooting it with? Your grenade launcher?
Yes.
What? It's a fluffy bunny. True. It's
Way too close, way too big, and we've just had enough shit today.
You determined I've just had too much shit today.
I just hit it. I just got
Mac has like the fear of like, boy, what are you? Oh shit!
I just got
to the ground.
12.
You got sir.
12.
Okay, yeah,
Using
you
grenade
smack
launcher.
this thing like you can see this grenade go. Lands and it's open more and
Okay,
explodes. Okay, roll a d12 plus your explosive skill for me.
D12 plus my
Yeah.
explosive skill.
Why not?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
All right, it basically goes. And its head just explodes in a bloody mess. It flies everywhere. There are teeth flying all across the sky. You can see its blood like, and the bunny just goes. It hits the deck in front of you, just like continues splurting blood over the top of Mac and Lola like a beautiful like fountain, just over the top. You get splattered a little bit, but you don't so much because Mac is basically straight on top of you. You get covered from like head to toe in blood, in bunny blood. The father just like, nimbly steps behind Quinn a little bit. He's most of the blood. You don't even understand it. And basically, this blood slides and
I'm
stops.
just going to pop out from behind him now and say, I think that was a bit extreme, my child.
Boy, what the hell?
I'm like, you're welcome, and I reload the grenade launcher. I'll give Lola a hand standing up.
I wipe my eyes, spit out a little bit of blood.
Lola's just
You
crying.
have to.
So like, she's already in hurt enough and like, the bunny!
Matt can't stand how feeble and ridiculous this is. Also, you've just shot a bunny. That hurts Mac to the core, man. To the
Man
core.
can suck it up.
Boy, walk! Now!
I think the worst thing is you probably gave away our position a little bit there.
Yeah, good job, asshole. Oh yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, what he said.
Not
Are you
destroyed
guys
a bunny.
going to move a bit quicker, or are you going to continue
should.
moving it?
I'm
yeah,
going to
gonna
cheese
get-
it to the...
We've been going as fast as we can anyway, and
All right, attempting to cheese it slightly faster. Okay, you cheese it, and it takes you probably about 2.5 hours. You can cheese it as fast as you can, but Lola is still in a pretty bad state.
Yeah.
So she's still not doing wonderfully well right now. You arrive at. Now the question is, how do we want to end this? Okay, you arrive.
Lola
at
back to full health.
Oh, you are so funny. Okay,
Or at least
you
back to half
arrive
health.
back at the kind of landing strip airport area, and you can see that security is massively increased. The Rutai that wandered around security before have their weapons out. Some of them are holding clubs, some of them are actually holding rifles, but they are definitely more tooled up than they were before. You can see that the holiday rep guys, the tourist guides that you were going to get a guide from earlier, they are now being spoken to by security, and the kind of younger Rutai is like happily chatting away to them. Doesn't seem phased at all by all these guns and things and stuff, but they're clearly chatting away, and you see them gesturing at various ships, and you can see him like gesturing once or twice to the Danny boy, and like gesturing to some other ships and some people that are walking around.
Have we seen this like before? We've kind of come fully out.
Yes.
I'm gonna leave the gun case like tucked behind a bush somewhere.
Why?
Mac can carry the gun that assassinated someone through security if he wants to,
Right,
but as soon as they say, "What's in the box?"
What's in the box?
A gun?
You know,
A gun.
They probably haven't had time to analyse how he got shot yet.
yes, but carrying a sniper rifle around when someone's just been killed by a sniper is not worth the questions we're going to have to answer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about this gun, it's no use to me, and Matt can suck it up.
Should we scrub the gun first?
I don't care, I'm just going to dump it on the bush and go.
One would assume that Mac would be wearing gloves. He's not
Okay.
stupid. He's a sniper. He's a born sniper. That's what he does.
Well, I assume we're all wearing gloves. 'Cause
Yeah, one would assume that you wear something like
Operating
this.
procedure.
Yeah.
also, we're walking through a freaking jungle, I'm covering every inch of skin I can, so I don't pick up any kind of like...
Yeah, that
wound.
rash is mostly gone down, but it's still like...
Yeah.
Alright, okay, you dump the gun. I need you to take a sneak check for me, just as to whether or not they're going to find it in the future.
That was
Yeah,
pretty good.
it's basically completely hidden. I saw that wrong. Yeah, they are never going to find this again. You know exactly. And then you're like, do I? Where the fuck did I put it? This gun is
Hid it
so
from
hidden
yourself.
You
that
can't
you
find
will
it
not
again.
find it again, even if you
That's fine.
wanted
Just-
to.
I wasn't
Under
really
duress
tasting-
and torture, you could not tell them where you
No,
left this.
I'm not caring where I've thrown it, I'm just like, I never want to
But
see
it
this gun
is
again.
definitely very, very, very well hidden.
Good.
And yes, Matt can suck it up.
Yeah, if Mac wants the gun, he can go buy one with his share.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so yeah, you dumped the gun. Now what are you guys doing?
Getting back to the ship.
I would like to
That's
point
what
out
I'm
some of you are covered in gore.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
have a
I'm
cover.
fine. I'm just going to go on and...
To be
Yeah,
fair,
finish it
she
up.
looks like she's just been beaten half to death, so if they say, like, what are
Why
you
do you
doing?
do
We're like, we're transporting a patient from the building that
Excellent.
was burnt down.
Right, so
I have a cover story. Nothing to do with that. Don't
right,
worry.
that's fine. Okay, so you basically Mac, he's not going to help Lola anymore because well, she's complicit in the bunny killing. She got over it. So he basically continues to saunter on. He goes forward as if he owns
We
the
all
joint
do.
because that's what he does. Anyone assisting Lola? Or are you going to
Oh,
bob on
I'm
the
gonna-
I'll
Grab
help
them, grab
Lola.
You're both going to grab hold
I'm
of her.
happy
Yeah.
not talking to people. I don't like
Alright, and the
talking.
father
want
is
to talk
going
to
to.
people.
I'm having enough
this is
now that I've
cover.
lent my cane to someone else that actually walking.
Is a little bit difficult.
Yes.
You're like, I don't actually need the cane, but I feel uncomfortable without it. This isn't right. Okay, alright, yeah. So you
Okay.
guys,
You've taken the cane back.
Huh?
you
you've taken
guys
the cane
saunter
back
your way.
No,
ac-
no,
oh
you-
no,
no,
sorry.
you still got
still
it.
have
Still
it.
got it, okay.
Right, you saunter your way back across, and as you reach the Danny boy, the security that were previously talking to the kind of the touristy person, they're wandering across to your ship, and they intersect you just before you get there. One of them holding a really big
Gun.
rifle. The other one is holding an assault rifle of sorts.
We need medical attention.
What the fuck happened to you?
We're out in
This
the
one's
forest.
speaking fluent trade.
Well, we're out in the forest trying to find our way to the temple, and we kept getting attacked.
Did you have a guide with you? I mean, these people offered to give you a guide, and he points back over at the other side.
We thought we could do it on our own. We were very wrong.
Yes.
Coughing out blood.
That's
we
so
won't-
convincing.
We won't be doing that
Just
again.
get on your ship. Just get out and go before anyone asks too many questions.
Oh,
And he
Can I
wanders
carry
off,
you?
and you hear in Ruta, I was like, fucking tourists. And you just hear him like saunter up, like, yeah, fine. They go off.
Nice.
Yep, I'm going to say that's a legit enough story for me.
yeah, it's convincing when you've got someone literally dying in
Yeah,
front of
literally
them.
don't. You were also covered in like fucking bandages, really.
Yeah.
So anyway, you look like shit anyway. Except that you're wearing the pants of an acolyte, but it doesn't seem to faze the guy. You didn't seem to see the Roland. Alright, so you make it back
You're
onto
not
your
wearing the
ship.
robes anymore.
Yeah, you're not wearing the robes.
Hooray.
That would have raised a few eyebrows. They have eyebrows? No, probably not. Right, so you
They have like a brow.
they have a brow, but they're like eyebrows. Alright, so you step onto your ship. Your ship is perfect order. What do you want to do now?
Take off and get the fuck out of here.
I assume I'm being settled into the comfiest chair.
I don't
They
care.
don't have a comfy chair.
I'm going to the console to
Mac
take off.
reminds you they don't have a comfy chair.
I'm Yeah, as I walk past you guys, I'm probably going to say, strap it in, and literally just like start it and like fly off. I'm not going to wait to see if you do it, I'm just going to get the fuck out of here.
Okay. You do that. Everyone strapping in?
Yeah. Try.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Dick. They weren't even onto us.
Yeah, I want to leave before it changes. To be fair, you've got the time it takes for me to turn the ship on, so it's not like I'm going to jump in there and immediately take off. It probably takes me like 5 minutes to start the ship.
Okay,
So
is anyone going to call... alright, no, I've got to do it because I'm playing Mac at the moment. Mac looks over at Quinn and is like, go communication, go on. Get him to clear.
Jump on. Call the port. Clearance to leave. Please.
Give us a minute. And they go off. Put around. Come back in. It's like, we're in a bit of a embargo at the moment. We can't let anyone leave.
We're a bit of a medical emergency here.
I should take them to the temple. Well, not the temple per se, but we've got medics here. The medics here are pretty good. They managed to help a guy with a missing nut. It was different. But yeah, we've got medics. You name it, we can probably do it here. If not, the Temple of Barcelona do it once they're under control. But we can't let anyone leave right now.
Get me to a bloody medic.
Sorry.
Actually, we've terminated communication.
Yeah. I terminate.
Yeah.
You put them on hold. They're like,
Put them on hold.
what are they putting me on hold for, motherfuckers?
Do we want to just like kind of get out of here? I mean,
I don't think that's really an option. That might kind of implicate us a little bit too much.
We don't have clearance to leave, so shall we go to the medic that James went to?
They have no reason to suspect us. We didn't leave anything behind.
We might bump into him and chat about old times.
so James does know what we were doing here. At least some of it.
So he doesn't need to. He has absolutely no reason to sort of like.
Well, you gave
Well,
him a
you
few.
did crush his nut, beat the crap out of him, rob him,
Break his nose.
Yeah.
Hasn't he done something that we can hold over his head?
But
Not
that was-
really.
Yeah,
No.
he's James, but he's not been awake
Yeah,
for long.
but surely he would understand the implications of what Gertie and co would do if he was to spill the beans.
Yeah, that
If
sounds
they
like
found
intimidation
out
talk
that it was
all right
him.
there.
But, yeah.
Probably nothing because we're Black Ops and she'd just disown us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might not know that.
Either way, I need a medic right now.
Okay. Do we want some of us to stay here and kind of get the ship ready to go in case we need to bail out quickly?
I'll do some cleaning.
I'm happy to run the ship hot in case we need to take off and hurry. Then you
Okay.
guys jump straight on, we can go immediately.
Okay.
I'll
Who's taking
do
me
that
to the
then.
medic?
Mac is going to stay with the ship.
Okay, I won't actually boot the ship up, but I'll keep it in the state so I can literally just hit like start and take
Yeah,
off.
basically, yeah, you can hit start and take off. That'll probably take you all about 8 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
Won't take you very long.
I'm
So-
sitting in the pilot seat already strapped in.
Yeah,
just
you
like
literally
tapping on the
have the
steering wheel.
engine on, and the engine is on, and you haven't quite put it in gear yet. But as soon as you put it in gear, puff, you're gone, mate.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay, then.
so
Quinn? Can you take me to the medic?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Father, you should go with just in case, because you don't want anyone left alone. And if Quinn's got to be left alone, that's still alone. So let's not do that. Go with him,
Correct. Off we go.
boy. You keep that engine running.
Wow, you're a lot smarter than usual.
He's playing the part of captain. He's scared out of his fucking gore.
By the way,
He may have completed this assassination, but there's still chance you guys can get caught.
before you guys go, have you guys got enough money to speed things along?
I
You
only
may
have
need to bribe
9.
someone. How
much has Quinn got? How much have you got in the
Captain's
group?
got 60 apparently.
Oh, then fuck that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Mac is feeling in a generous mood.
That's
give
unusual.
him 50 so they can speed
give
things
him
along.
give him 20. He's in a generous. He's not that generous. Jesus, he's gonna give him 20. He's gonna give him 20.
I'll give you another 20 to make it 40, just
Oh,
in
crap.
case you need to speed it along.
Thank
So
you.
I wish I could see the
So you
chat
got
right now.
40 caliber.
He's not replied anything. A proper oh fuck yeah, which is when he killed the guy. So I don't think he's probably watching. But yeah, that's hilarious to me. Maybe he'll watch back the video and be like, fuck,
You've lost.
fuck, blood, what have you done? Alright, okay.
Plus 20.
Right, you three go off to find the nearest medic then, whilst
Okay.
you are waiting for this embargo to be lifted.
Oh, now we
Okay.
have 40.
9. I have 9 caliber.
Too late, you're now poor dude. Alright, okay,
I've already used
you
the
guys
40.
make your way
Okay,
to the
And
medic. It's fairly
simple,
easy to
because it's not
find. There's a
actually
big kind of universal medic sign. It's not Red Cross because we're not on Earth. and so sorry, he's putting stuff in chat. He's now answering.
Could it be like a red helix or green helix?
I don't know.
Who cares? We know it's a.
It's the universal healing. For let's say it's a green helix with a red cross through it. Why the fuck?
Okay.
Not? Why not? We've now decided this is canon. All right. So it's a green helix, red cross now. Actually, a proper cross, not plus. Alright, so you go there and you find the medics, and there's a couple of people. There's like 1 or 2 wearing the robes of Barson, but not many. They're probably the minority here. Most of them are Rutai, but there's a human and a there's a human and there's a human and an Irilisk there. The human is female, and she's currently dealing with a patient.
Okay.
Take a perception check for me, please, you three.
Maybe she's a lesbian.
Botch.
Botch!
And another botch. 2 botches.
8. You two walk in and are like, what the fuck am I? Is this healing? Is this healing? They're healing here, right?
Is this healing?
Is this healing, right? This is healing, right? What did you get?
8.
8. Okay, you look in there, and at the very end of the room, there aren't exactly like cubicles here, but they're kind of like beds, and they're slightly set apart from each other. Get a little bit of privacy. You see the unconscious form of James at the very end. And he's clearly wrapped up in bandages and has this duvet pulled up over the top of him. He's like, I don't want to see the light of day, sort of thing. Alright, and yes, you see all these doctors. Where do you wish to approach?
I approach the female doctor.
Yes, there's a female human here, yes.
I approach the female human doctor.
She looks a bit kind of like run down, as if this is probably like the graveyard shift where everyone's coming in sick and ill. She's just like, I've had the worst. I'm just so goes nuts. Can I help you?
Hi, I'm so sorry. Is there any way you can help me?
Oh my gosh! And she immediately springs into action, and she grabs a couple of the other medics around, and they converse in medic, not so much trade, but medic. And they're like, fuck, fuck,
Stat!
fuck, stat! And then things happen, and like they literally pick you up. The cane gets taken from you. Most of your stuff is stripped off of you, and they lay you down in the bed. They push two of the kind of the bigger Rutai push you aside, push the 2 of you aside. They literally push you aside. There's no way you're getting to her currently, and you feel a prick in your arm, and you go unconscious.
Okay.
And
sweet oblivion.
And you two are pushed to one side, and they draw the curtains around, and they begin to like do all these things. You see, like at one point, you see like a spurt of like a in the air. What the fuck? But these Russos like, not a chance. And you hear this coming, and you hear the human and female like again talking in medic trade, like fuck.
I love the idea that all medics are just going to be like, fuck, stat, fuck.
Yeah, medic trade is actually just like the word fuck and stat, depending on how you say them, depending on the meaning of them. Anyway, so between them and they spend hours working on Lola. They spend absolutely hours working on
Twiddling my
Lola.
thumbs.
Cucumber, have they given me my cane?
Yeah, they basically took all their stuff and threw it to one side as if it didn't matter.
So I got my cane back.
Yeah, you came back.
I want to grab her backpack.
Her backpack.
You'd already taken the
I've already
backpack
got
off
the backpack,
her.
yeah, I've already
Yeah,
got
you've
left
really
it
got
on
it.
the ship.
Most of her clothing has gone
On
off
the
to one
ship.
side. They literally just stripped off and thrown it over the thing. And yeah, you see her bra like flying through the air. Her underwear strewn across in one corner.
I shield my
What underwear are you wearing, my dear?
What?
What underwear are you wearing? They can see your underwear flying about. What are you wearing?
Lacy black.
Lacy black, of course. Red black if you want someone to see it. And they are seeing it right now.
There you go.
So yeah, he sees black lacy bra and his underwear skid across the floor, and the father's like, oh god, Jesus. Most men are just like, hey, oh shit, she's actually really dangerous. I see this blood spurting here. Anyway, they literally spend hours working on you.
Excellent.
And the female doctor comes out. You are still unconscious, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay.
How did the plastic surgery go?
Okay, you gain back 12 hit points.
Nice, back to full.
You're almost back to full. Or you are back to full.
I am
You are
back
back to full.
I'm back to
Okay,
full.
you are still unconscious. They have spent... There's a lot to roll. Oh Jesus! They have spent 7 hours working on her. The female doctor comes out. She's like streaked with like sweat and stuff. What are you guys doing during the wait, by the way? Mac, I
mean,
assume,
if
and
it's-
you've probably turned the engine off by now. So about
At
7
this
hours
point,
probably
yeah.
waiting.
If it's
to do it.
7 hours,
Yeah.
can we, like, go have a chat with the port?
Of course, yeah. You can go chat with the port. You can go back and talk to Baxter.
I'm also going to get a new pair of trousers because I'm currently wearing like.
Yeah, you would assume that, like, when you realise actually it's going to be quite a while, and they radio back to like this is going to be a long time. The doctors are saying that we're not giving you information. We're going to be a long time. You probably would have had
Those
time to
old
get changed
trousers
anytime.
I'm going to dispose of by throwing them into the reactor.
Okay, that's fine.
I know they won't burn immediately, but we've got 7 hours for them to slow
No,
burn.
yeah, that's
so-
fine. Yeah. Yes, you throw the clothing in there. Okay, so Sorry, I just keep reading this chat. It's made me giggle. All right, so yeah, you go back to you throw that thing. You could put new change of clothing on. It's probably the last change of clothes. You probably only carry one spare set on the ship between all of you because it's really not worth having more than that. You don't spend a lot of time on the ship. Okay, yeah. So
if I've got some time to burn as well, and I
do
don't
have
feel
time.
like sleeping, I'm going to try and make some more explosives.
okay, that's going to be everything you can do in this 7-hour period.
That's fine.
All right, so roll a roll a d8 for me. I'm
She's
feeling
just not ever
generous.
sleep.
Well, I'm not sleeping at the moment.
There's no point
I'm
sleeping now.
freaked the fuck
Yeah,
that we're going to be like
Yeah,
caught doing
dusk
something.
is set
Yeah.
by the time you arrive back at port, so it's going to be probably
6.
dark by the time Lola comes to consciousness.
Was that plus
6?
explosives? Or
No.
Okay.
No, you make 6 small explosives. Small explosives.
Are they like grenades for my grenade launcher?
They are probably a lot smaller than that.
Okay, 6 small bombs.
Very
Cherry
small
bombs.
bombs.
Can
Cherry bombs!
Could I have some
Cherry
remote
bomb!
bombs because I lost my remote bomb?
No.
Could I have, instead of 6 normal ones, could I have 3 remote bombs?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like bartering. This can be done. Alright, you literally spend the next 7 hours making some explosive bombs.
Yeah.
You probably got like a little bit like sad because the last time you were making bombs, Lola was like working beside you, like it was fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to basically kind of like lose myself in my work at the moment
Yeah.
because I really want to be gone.
Are you
I'm
going to hit
feeling
yourself?
that.
Are you going to hit your hand with a hammer again?
No, I'm not. So
Oh, I'm
I'm
proud
not
of you.
angry now.
I'm really proud of you.
I'm just like stressed because like I want to leave.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking like I want to run. I want to be away from this place. And it's like no, sit
Mac
there for
is,
7 hours. I'm just
Mac's
like
going to go sit in the captain's chair and lament the loss of his cash because you realise it may be a rash decision, but fuck that guy, he's not here. Alright, so what are you two doing?
Is there any shops around?
Yeah, there's kind of
Time to
like
go
the
shopping.
oh my god, shopping. There are a couple of like places here. Yes, you
Is
can
there
go
a
shopping.
place I can buy a hat?
Yes, absolutely, you can buy a hat.
I have 3 cowbrick.
It would probably cost you about a quarter of a cowbrick. It really wouldn't be very much. It's a shitty
Okay.
hat.
I'm-
You also both note the security is getting heavier and they're beginning to toss ships. They're beginning to search them.
Okay,
I don't
I'm
think
going
we
to
have
go
anything
to
to
a
hide.
shop and buy a Stetson type hat
Okay.
to wear.
Alright.
Do we have anything to hide?
Other
we
than
have
my
those
flash
documents
drives.
and flash drives and stuff.
That's on us.
That's on him.
I have that.
You might want to stash it somewhere secret in the ship.
Wow.
No, I thought they were searching the ships.
They are searching the ships, but they haven't got to yours
They're
yet.
just like, I'm assuming they're just like nondescript flash drives.
Yeah.
Their flash drives, their keys, and their letters on in
Rutai and in
Rutai
trade.
So
Alright,
it's
so
best
you
not
brought
to
yourself
be
a
found
hat.
with.
Yeah. What did you say? It's a quarter.
Yeah, a quarter of a cowbrick. It won't be a whole cowbrick for a hat. That's
Well,
stupid.
just to save it, I'm going to buy four hats.
Wow. Okay.
I'm
Just
going to
so
buy 4
makes
hats.
makes it easy.
Buy us all a hat.
And
Thank
it-
you, Father.
And yeah,
For 4
and I'm
hats,
going
you
to
get
dish
one
them
for
out.
free.
So everyone except Lola because she's unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Okay,
nice.
Come on.
I don't
you
get
buy
a hat.
4 hats, you get one free.
I lent you my
Come on,
cane.
it's a special offer.
Take-
Oh, where's my hat?
Father, if you want to try and argue for a 5th hat, take a barter check for me.
Okay.
If it still exists. It does,
Try.
yes. Take a barter check for me.
Try.
Never mind.
I'm going to burn a legendary point
Nice.
because I
guess
really
it's near the
want this extra hat.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
Yeah!
I got the fucking hat.
What did you get?
You rolled a 10.
10 plus 3, 13.
Alright, yeah, you get yourself 5 for a 3 for a cowbrick, 5 for a cowbrick. Fuck it, have 5 for a cowbrick. And they seem like happy and chatty enough to do that. There's kind of they kind of like although they're like security one around, the Root are quite relaxed people, and the increased security doesn't worry them. Except the humans and the couple of Irrealists that are around here are clearly becoming more tense. Like the more security there are, they're beginning to toss ships and check them through. The ones that are getting tossed are allowed to leave. A lot of people, especially those that aren't Rutai, are being physically frisked and searched around the station.
I think it might be an idea to hide those things on the ship.
You do that have 5 hats, yes.
I assume being a Black Ops team, we'll have some really good secret holdouts because
Shit.
we will be moving secret shit
We'll
around.
have to, I think.
Okay, what are you two doing then?
Well, if we left the bags on the ship, actually, then I don't have them on. I assume we did.
Actually,
Yeah,
I assume you would have left them on the ship rather than
Yeah.
walk around
reason
with
to
them.
carry them, other than like a satchel full of cowboy.
So I assume Mac could go and
Yeah.
put them in a secret passageway while I'm making bombs.
Can
and
you
stuff.
take a stealth check for Mac, please?
Yes.
Sorry,
No,
sneak
Yes.
check. Not you.
Not you.
I've rolled 3 crits today.
Ah, that's good enough.
Is it not 8 plus?
Sneak.
6. So 14.
Yeah, he secretes them in a hole. Whether it not be detected
I would have
will
got a
be
9.
found out when the ship is searched.
I would have got 1 more.
Alright, yeah, when the ship gets searched, we should find out whether 14 is good enough. Okay, the two of you, what are you doing now? Someone was saying they want to go talk to port authorities, or what? Or are you going to go hang out with Lola again, or are you going to the
After
ship?
like, you know, sitting around for 4 hours, I'm going to get up.
Waiting around 7 hours is dull and boring.
Yeah,
I've-
clearly
I've-
nothing's happening, so
I've just gone back to the ship so that I can hand the other hats out.
Okay, alright.
Awesome.
I'm assuming you come and give me my hat
the
first.
course,
Yes.
during the course of the day, as you guys put your hats on, you begin to wander around and like have a look around and scope things out, make sure you're not actually getting searched. Rooftop security do come up and they both pat you down, but I presume you're not actually hiding anything.
I've got my gun, but that's fairly standard,
It's
I'm
fairly
assuming.
standard. They pick out your gun, they search
Yeah,
through,
my
have
gun,
a
my
look,
knife,
and
I'm just like,
it's not the weapon that they are looking for. They know what they seem to know what they're looking for. And I was like, and they basically grunt between them. Right, it's not that. Thank you for your time. Apologies for interrupting you both.
Oh, it's fine.
You weren't
Understandable.
either of you by Barson's temple today, were you? Didn't see anything? Weren't part of anything?
Didn't get anywhere near it, we tried.
Tried?
We went without a guide.
We got lost.
Yeah.
In Rutai, you hear them go, if he'd ain't been a fucking tourists. Alright, fair enough, carry on.
Yeah.
And then they go about their business. This happens like 2 or 3 times during the day, different sets of Rutai. You suspect at one point the same Rutai. But you can't really be sure. Alright.
Both of you are both like, yeah, they're all the same. Retail all the same. Humans all the same.
Fucking Rutai. Yeah. So you meander your way back to, I assume, Lola at some point.
I'd
Yep.
expect so.
Yes, Lola is.
We'll wait for you to
About
wander your way back.
about 7 hours later, the doctor comes around. She's clearly been settled for a little while. Lola's still passed out, still unconscious, and the female doctor comes out and she's sweating like
I'm just
what?
like-
This is clearly too. This has been a very long session.
I've only left for like an hour, so I come back and I've sat in a chair and then I'm just like,
What about the father? Or is it your hat over your face?
yeah, hat over my face. Is like,
Oh yeah.
Can I walk in and, like, while she's still unconscious, put the hat on her face?
The doctor is still working on her at that point. She probably only left. She's finished working on her about half hour after you turn up, but she won't actually come and talk to you about half an hour afterwards. You can put it on after the doctor's finished working on her for sure.
Okay.
You can put it like by her hat. Where are you putting this hat on her?
On her face.
Just put it on her face.
Yeah.
All right. So when the doctor comes around and asks you to come around, she sees the hat on the face and picks it up and like puts it on the bedside. Like
That's
she
not
notices
appropriate.
it's like the same hat you guys are wearing. Is like not on the face, please, Father. I do apologise.
Sorry.
She puts it on the side of the bed.
did you wake me up before she said this? Or am I still asleep?
Yeah, she wakes you up. She gives you a bit of a nudge. She's like, the doctor looks absolutely exhausted. She looked tired when she started working with Lola, but now she's just frazzled. This is clearly too long of a session for her. She's been about 6 hours. Right. So your friend was severely injured. She had a slight fracture to the bottom of her spine, which didn't go down well. She had a couple of cracked ribs. Not much we can do for those. We could strap them, but probably not much point. We've managed to reset her nose, that's fine. We fixed what damage we could to the teeth and we replaced the 3 that needed to be replaced. She swallowed a lot of blood and we kind of had to deal with that, and that wasn't pleasant. There was a lot of internal bleeding, especially with her lungs and her chest.
Will she be okay?
There's a good chance. Until she wakes up, we don't exactly know what the swelling on her head was doing. If I'd known how much of a bad hit she probably would have knocked her out, but the pain she was in, the pain that she would have suffered would have been quite extreme, having to deal with everything. She's going to need to be off her feet for a few days. She needs to take a bunch of antibiotics, which I'll give you a prescription for, and she'll write them down. She'll give you the name. Something incomprehensible that I can't pronounce, so fuck it, it's something incomprehensible I can't pronounce. That's the name of the drug. And that should help her out. Pain-wise, she probably shouldn't take any more than 2 or 3 of, this fucking hurts, be gone. Probably should have more than 2 or 3 of that, in a day. It will help her out. She'll be quite woozy for a while, but yeah, she's going to need all this to get through the pain. The internal damage was significant. What on earth happened to her?
Well, we were trying to find the temple, so she climbed up a tree.
Did you not have a guide?
Keep getting asked that.
Fucking tourists. Right. Okay. Enough said. That's sated me enough. You can take her home in the next couple of days. I'd like to keep an eye on her.
Couple of days.
Yes. She's went through significant trauma.
Did you almost die?
It's understandable, and we can't thank you enough.
You're most welcome. I'm going to have to raise the fee thing. I don't like doing it, but we need to keep ourselves in supplies here. So
That's fine.
whatever you can afford. You're a father. I don't like charging the clergy, so I'll make sure this has been reduced down. But yes, we do require payment for this. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That is fine. I
Whatever we can
understand.
afford, you say? How
Within
does this
reason.
work?
Within reason.
I mean, I've got 3 or 4 on me at the moment.
3 or 4 cowbrick.
Yeah.
You're ridiculous. Most of these drugs, my time is not worth 3 or 4 cowbrick. I don't sneeze for 3 or 4 cowbrick.
Maybe
I
we
try
can-
my best, but we do need to get the drugs.
give me a ballpark at least. Come on.
We're probably looking 80 to 100. We did just save her life.
Give them the 40.
What? Whoa! She pulls out a syringe. But I was like, you better back off now,
I
pal.
was joking. Okay, jeez.
That is not a joke to make here. Take a charisma check for me.
Oh god.
This is going to be difficult.
Whoops.
3.
3.
She steps back. She waves at the 2 large rutai, and they come and grab you, and you feel their claws dig into your shoulders, and then literally drag you out, throw you out onto the
I
street.
don't resist. I literally just go limp. It's like,
Yeah, like, yeah, wet noodle. Boom. They throw you out.
Father, please give them the entire 40.
that's what we've got. I've got it on me.
I'm
Just
so
throw it out.
sorry about him.
I can.
Keep forgetting this whole if you do it, you done it thing.
Yeah.
It's not D&D,
No,
brother.
the
It's
thing
not
is,
D&D.
the
We
phrase is cucumber.
It's not difficult to remember. We've used it for like 3 years.
It's not
Alright.
an excuse. We
No,
have
it
been
is
through
not.
a lot,
This
Today,
lass has been
but-
through a lot of pain.
but that I don't. I'm sorry.
I don't think we have collectively got 100.
No. Give.
How much do
Say
you
that
have,
all we
Ennis?
can give them is
Yeah.
40.
I have 40 left.
80
we do,
to
actually.
40. I mean, it's not like we're going to turf her and undo everything I've just
No.
done, but
40 is what we have at present.
look, if you give me the 40 now, I'll put that through. But we're going to need more supplies. We're going to need something to make up for everything we've given her. I can do it at cost, and that's as close as I can get. Just
Okay, we'll.
when you come to get her in a few days' time.
Yes.
I mean, obviously we've got to pay for her room and board in the next few days, and that's counted into that cost too. So
Okay, I'm not exactly sure what we have on the ship, etc. But we'll give you the 40 now,
thank you.
and then once we've come,
Yeah.
I'll come back to
She
the
won't
ship.
be. She won't be conscious for
I
the
will
next,
check.
maybe in the next few hours. But you're welcome to stay with her if you wish. Just keep that psychopath out. Okay.
Agreed.
Thank you.
But I've got the 40 cowbrick!
She takes the cowbrick from the father, who basically pickpocketed it off you because of privacy's sake. She takes the money and she walks away.
Do we have on the ship? We don't actually. Do we actually have beds and things? I assume
Not
we have
really.
some-
No, you don't. No, I'm just saying no. You basically have chairs and you have like the father's prayer room behind the power core.
Okay.
But no, you don't have anywhere to sleep.
Can we, after discussing with Mac to make sure I'm not going to interrupt wherever he's hidden these things, see if we can get some actual beds installed in our cargo hold? Because these Rutai are pretty good at knocking things
With
together
all that
quickly.
money we're about to give away.
Yeah, I
Well,
was going to say.
It would cost you. It would cost you a fortune. Yeah.
Yeah,
How much
we
would it
don't
cost
have
to
that.
knock some beds
I don't know.
together?
You haven't asked anyone.
Well, I'll go and check with the Rutai.
You want to go and install some beds?
Well, we're going to be sitting here for 3 days doing nothing. We may as well put some
Okay,
actual beds
I'm
in.
It'd be
gonna
cheaper
throw.
just to go to a
I'm going to
place.
throw like the biggest hint she threw at you in game. It's like it's going to cost her room and board for the next few days. She doesn't have to stay here.
Well, that's what I was going to suggest that we
She
just
can
leave.
just up and leave.
Yeah.
Just do
It
that.
is always her choice, but the doctor will not recommend it. The doctor's
Okay.
never going to recommend you leave hospital. They're not stupid.
Yeah, I was also thinking we may want to get her something decent to lay on, like, or at least a hammock or something.
I can say you could definitely install a hammock. That wouldn't take very long. You've
Okay.
got cargo netting. You have stuff like that. You could make something that would work.
Okay.
It would be dubious as whether she'd want to get on it, but
I think we should
That's
just take
entirely
her
up to
and
you.
leave.
Alright then.
she's currently unconscious, but it doesn't mean you can't pick her up and leave.
Okay.
Maybe wait until consciousness.
It's entirely up to
Well,
you.
once-
Please wait
once
until
I've,
consciousness and please wait until I, have dressed
Yeah.
again.
Well, once I finish making my bombs, I'll go and start stringing together what I can of like a hammock or bed for her.
Okay, it's basically now dark. I'm not going to say it's going to be very difficult. It's going to not, and Mac will help you out when he gets the idea of what the fuck you're doing. So yeah.
Pile of padding.
All right,
and
you
clothing.
on about 2
Actually,
hours
yeah.
after you found out the great news that you owe at least another 40 cowbrick to not be rude. You come into consciousness. You feel much better. You still hurt. You are numbed to hell. You know you are high. Yes.
I turned to my side. Father!
Hello, Lola.
Hi!
Is there a rescue plan?
Is there a way to get out?
If there was one, I don't know it.
Excellent.
I love you both. Alright, you are now conscious. The doctor comes over and repeats everything she said to the other guys. You don't take everything in, but you get the general gist that you hurt. You're going to hurt for a long time, and it hurt.
Am I going to be able to walk again?
I assume so. You walked here, did you not? We fixed what we could with the fractured.
I meant with like with the back. Am I going to be able to?
You had
stand up
a fractured vertebrae, but we managed to do what we could for it. Yes.
Excellent.
The routine medicine here and the assistance from the Barson, they were. We got you back in fit and healthy-ish. You're going to need a few days recovery, and I would recommend moving all that far.
Excellent, no problem. But I think I'll probably recuperate a lot better if I go home.
I wouldn't recommend it. If you do yourself an injury, you could make it 10 times worse. And I'm not entirely sure what it's done to your head. It's up to you. I can't stop you from leaving, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Let me talk to my shipmates and see what they think.
Are any of your shipmates in any way medically inclined?
I tend to do a lot of the medical
I
stuff.
don't wish to be rude, Father, but you're not just talking about praying, are you?
I have my first aid.
I have my plasters.
Okay, let's see. You have a 4.
Take
I'm not
a
medically inclined,
take
He has a
a persuasion manipulate check
He
for
also
me,
has
please.
a
So
medical.
it's going to be
Well, ranks.
charisma.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good because that's the highest stat.
Good.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12. She looks at you and she realises actually maybe you've been through something. She sees something in your eyes, like he's probably seen something. Seen what? She's not sure, but she thinks you've seen something.
Trying to have his blown apart with grenade launchers.
launchers.
You don't know what it's like to be covered in the blood, man.
Alright, so yeah, she kind of Mac knows aromatherapy.
Xander just said
He put an entry point on his sheet.
You can keep that for next
I love you, I
session.
miss you, dude. Okay, that is just the funniest comment right there. Alright. Okay, so she
That's clearly the final persuasion where she's like,
she sees something in the father's eyes. Maybe it's a blown up bunny, or maybe it was I don't know, a god. She doesn't know, but she sees your first aid kit. She knows that you know something about what you're talking about, and very reluctantly she allows Lola. She gives you a whole list of stuff you need to keep out for. All this stuff you actually do already know. She starts to get woozy, falls over, blacks out. All this shit's not good. You are pressed upon the fact she should not be moving or doing anything strenuous in the next few days. The painkillers will basically numb her out and make her non-functional. I'm throwing that one there because you know what she needs to do next. So,
Get on a trolley.
there are no spare trolley things, really. It belongs to the hospital, so we're going to let you have one.
no, but we could wheel one out to the ship.
And then it'd be like a supermarket trolley. You take it back afterwards.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you
£50 back.
pop her down in a chair and you wheel her out.
I assume I'm dressed.
Yeah, the
Probably surgical gown or something.
yeah, the doctor gives you a surgical gown. You don't have your underwear because that's thrown about somewhere and mysteriously missing.
Oh.
Take a perception checks for me. You are massively you're at -2 sufferings. You're at 2 sufferings, so yours at -2.
Plus high.
Roll high, perception, boys and girls.
Is James going to be laying there with a pair of knickers over his face in the
It's like you've read my mind.
8.
8.
10.
Is that with your -2?
Yes.
Okay. No, you guys don't really notice anything. You just notice that your underwear is missing. Your clothing generally is missing. You found your trousers, but that's about it, really.
I can't see
You can't see anything else of yours, no, I'm afraid. It has been picked up in the rubble, either thrown out by the Rusai or stashed down James's trousers. One of the two. Nobody knows.
Is James actually awake?
You can't tell because you have an 8 and you're high.
Excellent.
Okay, you are high, you're not in pain. So the father managed to wheel you out to the ship, dumps you on the ship, takes the wheelchair back. There is a hammock for you. You are the hammock. How high off the ground is this hammock? Because she's got to get into
Not
it.
high. It would have been designed for someone who has just taken spinal injury. So it's designed to be low and as straight as possible.
Okay. Yeah, so you bundle her in, you manage to strap her in, and she's perfectly fine. Yeah.
It would be one of those ones where you can literally wrap them and strap it such they can't roll out of it.
I'm looking at Mac and basically going, you have long hair.
Yeah. Of course. Flick there. Alright,
So flicky.
Mac feels really uncomfortable with this level of intimacy from one of his subordinates who's also female. Totally not the way. No, he's not okay with that. Right, so he basically shuffles off to the cockpit, where he can feel a bit more like manly and vegan and hippie. So he goes up and does that shit. Okay. So is anyone going to cough up any more money for the hospital?
Yeah, I'll give her another 20 calbrick.
Okay, she readily thanks you and basically says that's enough. That's good enough. She feels a bit guilty that she doesn't know where her underwear went, so she's kind of like, oh shit, that may be my bad, I should pay attention to that. She gives you a small amount of drugs which will do for about a day. So antibiotics enough for a day, she'll give you painkillers enough for a day. And she's very specific, you need to do all this in this day or she's going to be in immense pain. But she's not going to function and she should be moving.
Don't we need 3 days worth?
Yeah. You said I need to rest for 3 days.
Yes, but she's only given you drugs for one because you've only given us 60 cal break.
How much would it be for 3 days drugs?
Probably another 15.
Oh, I'll cough out another 15.
Right, she gives you enough for 3 days worth of painkillers.
Would
3 days worth of.
Could you not take it
antibiotics.
from the captain rather than keep taking it out of your own?
He's not.
The captain is very unhappy that someone stole his cash. As he states, "Give me my goddamn cash back." And I'm like, no.
He lost 20 out of the 60 that he had.
Yeah, he had 60.
I've
he's now
lost
down to
60
40.
today.
You guys are about to get 600-ish for the assassination and about 400 for the retrieved information, which you may or may not have retrieved. Okay, so you you guys alright, the money's passed over. You have enough painkillers for 3 days. You have enough antibiotics for 3 days. She gives you all the side effects, tells you what to look out for. You get back on your ship. Nobody's been to search your ship yet.
I'm going to request authorization to leave anyway from the Port Authority.
Alright.
It's been 3 days now, I'm pretty sure.
No, it hasn't been 3
It's
days.
been 3 days.
Oh no, it's
been
been
8 hours or
Yeah,
something.
it's been about 8 or
anyway.
9 hours. It's been 9 hours because I said 7 and then 2. So it's been about 9.5, probably 10 hours by the time you faff to get out of place. It's quite dark outside anyway.
Yeah.
You are requesting searching?
Yeah, we'd
Okay.
like to leave.
Well, we'll get to you as soon as we can.
Can we, we've got a sick patient, we'd like to return home. Could we kind of, possibly jump to the front of the queue?
Yeah. We'll see what we can do. I mean, front of the queue as soon as possible. We'll give it a go. About 3 hours later, your painkillers begin to wear off, but you're beginning to get to the point where you begin to function again, but they're still really frigging hurt. When these two Rutai turn up and they knock on your ship, they board your ship, they stand and have a look around.
Cucumber, does I know a guy work on Just Humans? Or
Just humans. You are only the awakener for humans.
True.
Tell me how you get to awaken Rutai.
Well, I spent a lot of time working with
No,
Rutai.
how do you awaken Rutai from cryostasis when they aren't in cryostasis?
No, but I spent a lot of time working with
No.
them.
You guys because you awakened them.
Yeah, but I also learnt Rutai. So
We'll get around. Yeah. No, you aren't able to. You can't do that. You don't know
That's
them.
fine.
They're not human.
I do want to say that at least on one of my ships, one of my time spent would have been with a mostly Rutai crew, which is where I would have picked up Rutai and
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
learned a lot of tinkering stuff from
That's
Rutai.
fine. Yeah, I know that. And that's
But
okay.
you won't know these guys.
No, that's
You know
fine.
these guys, yeah.
No, I just thought that's one thing I'd like to mention.
I know. It's fine. You don't know these people.
No,
you don't know
I know.
every Rutai.
I'm not saying I know these guys. I'm just saying it's one of those things I haven't really made clear yet, but I don't want to kind of.
I know we've already discussed that you know a lot of Rutai, you know a lot of Rutai, you know a lot of Rutai technology, but you don't know these particular Rutai.
I know. I'm not talking about these guys. I'm just saying.
Let's move on.
Good. You don't know them. Leave it be. Wow. Okay. The Rutai begin to look around your ship and they go top to bottom. They kind of like, they're very gentle around the kind of like potentially partially like stoned off a gourd Lola. They kind of lift her up very gently with their claws, very gently. You barely feel it. You are so stoned. You're like, hey. So they begin to like pod around and they go through to the. They go through to the cockpit and they have a look around and they bundle around and they ask you guys not to. They ask one of you to be with them and Mac will go watch them and they'll pull them around. And then they go to the power core and they begin to poke around and they're like, they pull things out like, what? And they just put it back in and plug it back in. So I said, no problem there. And they continue. They take an inordinate amount of long time. They don't seem to care that you guys need to be going with a sick patient. They just have no concept. They don't really care about this. They just
I'm probably fairly used to Rutai ways if they just don't rush anything.
They never rush anything. I can't explain how long. The reason it's taking 3 hours is because they just cannot. They just cannot. I can't read this chat anymore. They cannot they just don't grasp the concept of doing anything quickly. The reason it's taken them so long to get here is because it's taken them an inordinate long time to get between doing the ships and then just walking to things. So the front of the queue is like, yeah, right, fair enough, and they go off have a sandwich and then make something and then come back again. You may well have been the next person, but this is Rutai, you can't really tell. So they go through and they go through to the back where the father is and they ask the father, please leave. Thanks. And they begin to pot around in there and you guys can see Mac and you can see his eyes slowly getting wider and wider and wider as one of the Rutai sort of like clunks around here. Clunk!
I'm going to go and offer one of them some food.
Mac is between you and the Rutai. The Rutai are both in this room and as you go in there to offer them food as a distraction, you see one of them looking underneath the altar which the father has built up in this area, and you see that he's got the plating off of the ground, and just underneath you can see him reaching forward for a pack, and that's where I'm going to leave it.
So we just say Max sucks at hiding things.
Or they rolled very well, or this isn't the pack that we care about.
This isn't the pack I'm looking for.
Could be anything at all.
Yes.
So considering Mac's eyes are really, really wide, that suggests that it is the
hilarious. Oh, I miss you so much, dude. Okay, that's where we are tonight. Wow. I'm going to give everyone 1 session point. I'm not giving Mac any because he sucks and got a legendary point. The only legendary point I'm going to award today was that one because it made me laugh so hard. That was hilarious. Yeah, I'm going to give him 1 session point today.
And Cucumber.
Yes.
Legendary points reset to 2.
Yes.
For next session.
Yeah.
I am learning.
In theory, Thirsty will have 3 when he comes back because he didn't spend any because he's not been here. No, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, he spent 2.
He spent 2. Oh wow. Oh no, yeah, he'll give him 3. He'll have 3 when he comes back. That's fine. Okay, awesome. Right. So yes, you have 3. Shut the fuck up. Right. This is hilarious. It's gonna be 30 seconds before you realise what I said. Okay. Let's start with Killer Kitten. How did it go? How's it kicking? Did you have fun? Do you hate that? Do I need to do this shit again?
It was fun, but also I'm a little bit concerned about my health.
I'm very concerned about your health. You're on 2 suffering currently.
Yeah.
You're about to be on painkillers, which
for 3, and I can't move for 3 days.
She suggests you don't move for 3 days. Doesn't mean you can't move for 3 days. And you're about to be on painkillers, which fuck with your mental abilities, and you are about to need to use your mental abilities to do this shit. So I'm looking forward to that. I want to see how you guys go through that.
Excellent.
Even though you're going to be horrendous pain doing this shit. It'll be hilarious. Wow, so fun! I can't believe you jumped out on a tree and broke yourself. That's so funny.
The amount
of
botches.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I wish I hadn't used my last legendary point on the fire.
Yeah, it was good though. It was fun.
You didn't.
I did.
No, we talked about it.
No, we tried to talk her out of it, but she didn't.
She did it anyway because it's like, fuck, I need to do this. So
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that was
I
fun.
thought I'm not going to need a legendary point. I'll be fine.
I'll be okay. I'll
You
be
forgot
fine.
to escape a burning building.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right then, Quinn.
I think it went really well. Personally. Somebody needed a distraction, I caused a distraction. I managed to get in, I managed to signal the right person.
Idiotic move.
I think. And it all worked.
Sorry,
we did the job. And
Dick.
For now, as far as we're aware, we're getting away with it.
Me too.
I didn't.
You caused a horrible hate crime.
Oh, who cares?
You are a hate crime. You are a walking hate crime. My God. That was fun,
Quinn
though.
is not fazed by this whatsoever.
I know, he doesn't care. He doesn't give a monkey's. Alright, Tepit, how you doing, dude?
Yes, it was a lot of fun, and I've written here in big letters on my notes, primary objective complete.
Yeah.
Or is it?
I'm so proud of you
It
guys.
is, we shot him.
Secondary.
You shot him
Secondary
with
is
the
is
weapon.
the data.
Sorry, you shot it with the weapon. I'm so proud of you guys. It was a haphazard way of doing so,
Yeah.
but you got it done.
It
Good
worked.
job. It
But
worked.
it was-
It did
it
in fact work.
It was fun.
It was good.
Very good fun.
Good job. And you bought everyone hats, which I think is pretty rad.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
So we all got hats now.
Yes. Alright, Ennis, what about you, boy?
Yeah, pretty awesome. We managed to complete the objective and the bonus objective too, which is awesome.
Have you?
Well, I believe so. We have documents. We were asked to bring documents back. Whether they're correct documents or not, it's not for us to decide. As we weren't told anything about documents, we were just told, bring
You were
back
told
documents.
retrieve the information from his personal files about the old ones.
Yeah.
Is that what
So
the-
whether or
the
not
pen
you have the
drives?
information, I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know
Is
because
that-
you haven't
We might
checked
review it
anything yet.
back when
Is
we're
that what the
in
pen
transit.
drives are?
You don't know. You haven't
It's-
checked them. I'm not
it's
going
not-
to say what's on
No,
them
no,
before
no.
you
I
check
mean,
what's
is
on
that
them.
what we think the pen drives?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Yes.
I can't tell you what you think.
What items of clothing did I lose, by the way?
You've lost everything except your trousers.
Alright, cool.
You have no bra. There are no pants.
So,
No leather jacket anymore.
No leather jacket. You've lost everything. The only clothing you're about to have now is your spare clothing that you kept on the ship.
I think
I'm afraid.
the first
Did
thing
I
I'm
keep
going to
any
do when we get
Yeah,
some
everyone would have.
Okay.
once we get this this money through, I think I'm going to suggest to the rest of the crew the first thing we do is actually build a secret hidey hole on the ship that isn't crap, because we need to be able to hide things.
You don't know what
Properly.
you found.
Yeah.
You don't know what they found.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not going to tell you what they found because that's the cliffhanger for next
Okay,
week.
fine.
Yeah.
Assume
Dicks.
it's cliffhanger.
I'm not going to tell
But-
you what's on the flash drives. You can think what you think is on the flash drives. I'm not going to tell you what's
That's
until
fine.
you look on the flash
But
drives.
I'd like to actually have a secret passageway that I know is well built.
You can.
and well
It can be well built as fuck, but if they crit their perception, they're going to find it.
Yeah, but you know,
Or if they get 19s or 18s or 17s, unless
will
you
find it.
really well hide it, nothing is 100% secure.
No.
I'm not going to make that promise to you.
no. But
I think
you
the
know,
hidey holes we have are probably sufficient.
It's just
You
the
hit it
fact
on a
that
14.
they got.
And it has trousers. He's got spare trousers. Blood. Thirsty. All right. Okay. Right. I think Mac was well played this evening. Well done. Well done. Well done to you two. Well done to you two. And well done me because I think I did a pretty
Yeah.
good job.
You did.
Good for the character.
Yeah. Good for the character and also.
no, I think you brought far too much authority to the character.
I feel,
Yeah, I
I
think
feel
I
like
did,
you
yeah.
brought more intelligence to the character as
I don't
well.
know. Mac is actually particularly intelligent. He's
He
not
is.
dumb.
Mm.
He just is a coward
Okay.
and an arrogant prick.
Okay.
Which is why we love him.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Wow. That was fun. I enjoyed that as fuck. I didn't know what you guys were going to do, and I don't think you guys it went to plan. I'm assuming it didn't go to
I
plan.
don't think we planned
To
well
be honest,
enough.
that was pretty much the plan.
Yeah, sort of.
The plan
Yeah.
was to get him by a window and shoot him.
Yeah, but that seemed impossible because we couldn't get to him. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
mean-
going to tell you the page and a half of alternates I have written down here. I have his schedule written down here. I have Ben's reactions to you guys written down here. I have if you went through the water written down here. I have if you did stuff with the tree. I have the really cool Rutai bar son ritual that happens at dusk, which you now fucking missed.
Oh.
It's
The
pretty
only
fun.
thing I
We
want
could
to
have
know,
set fire
what
to
would,
the
what
tree
would
as
have
a
happened if
distraction.
he hadn't shot someone?
I'm not saying.
yeah, that's
I literally cannot say because, and I say that not because I don't want to tell you, because the notes here are fucking rad and I think the shit written down is really fun.
We use it.
But I can reuse it, yeah. So this is what generally why, unless it's
also in
very
life.
very situational, I don't say what the alternates would have been because I can reuse them.
Okay.
You just won't know.
Okay.
So I don't want to go. The really cool thing is that all the leaves would have fallen down and like it would have been like a big sign of like life goes on as new trees because I could use that somewhere else. That's actually not what would have happened, but yeah.
Okay.
Unless it does happen later, you don't know. I'm not gonna say unless it's very very situational.
Okay.
So, there, you're always welcome to ask. I just want to say.
Okay.
Okay, right now we're officially at the end. I need to thank Kevin MacLeod for all the epically badass music that we've been listening to, the peril music, which was fun.
Thank you.
Some cheerful, happy music, and obviously the 10-minute timer and the 1-minute timer stuff. So Kevin MacLeod at Computech.com, royalty free music, badass. Go check it out. Right, so time at the bar, bitches. So drink up, and we better say goodbye to everyone. So let's start with Thirsty. Moving on from Thirsty, let's go to Kill Again.
I'm Killer Kitten, and you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at KillerKitten21.
Sweet.
I am Death Puppet, and you still can't find me. Really get round to that.
Jeez, man.
Yes, I'm Corone, aka Jay Shuri. You can find out about the films that I am a producer of and funder at jayshuri.co.uk. That's JAYSHUREY.co.uk. And you can also follow me on Twitch at Corone_BTP.
That's awesome. Okay.
I'm Tech Puppet, and you can find out about all the projects I'm involved in at bloodthirstypuppets.co.uk and contact me through that.
Sweet. You can find the system as we're playing it. Well, you can find actually not a lot of the system because the website still needs updating, but you can find some of our stuff at bloodthirstypuppets.co.uk. You can get hold of me on Twitter at AA_Unola, UNOLA. You can find Thirsty at Thirsty_BTP. See how easy that was for the future reference. Pretty easy. Or you can find our Liege Lord Jim at Spiced_BTP. I think that's pretty much it, unless anyone has anything else. Alright, time at the bar, bitches. Jazz hands. Oh shit, now I've got to remember to turn this shit off. Keep going, guys, keep going. The question is, how long can I keep them going before I actually turn this stuff off?